Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Hoping to get some more side stuff done today. We started the post-Moogle questline last time, so see if we can finish that today. Not sure yet how long I'm going to stream for today. I'm not feeling that well. I'm feeling alright at the moment though, so we shall see how we go. Yeah, so the post-Moogle stuff is it's leftover Realm Reborn content that I never did. So I'm getting it done now. It's interesting actually. It's like a little collection of little side stories involving a whole bunch of characters from all over Realm Reborn. Just fleshing out the world a whole bunch more. Pretty good. Right, Stroking the Haft is the one we're at. An interesting name. Yeah, so we've become a deputy postwoman, helping out the Moogles, delivering parcels and letters and such. Right, so this next one was from a sylph, which is interesting. Addressed to the Long One, Hunberg Longhaft, temporarily on leave from his duties to acquire goods in Uldar. Interesting to see what a sylph would want with someone in Uldar. There's quite a long side quest actually, from just seeing the number of quests and just how long each quest has taken so far. So we'll just see how long it goes for. Weaver's Guild, was it? Yes. I forget if it gave any XP. I'll go Samurai just in case. Samurai and Red Mage are my only sub-level 60 combat classes at the moment. Ethel Wine. Who is this? Oh, right. That's just someone who's here, always here. Hunbergt. How many times must I tell you? Garments such as these might be fit for an ordinary man, but Hunbergt Longhaft is no ordinary man. Hells, what is keeping my package? Alright, already got a good impression of this guy. A new package for Hunbergt Longhaft. Not that he was dissatisfied with his current one. My silk at last! Ah, now this is more like it. Feel for yourself. So soft and pliant, a fabric that truly breathes. This is of sylph make, you see. A merchant I met in Highbridge sang its praises, and I simply had to experience it for myself. Your puzzled expression does not escape me, but Longhaft, you protest. Many a tale have I heard of your blade, and the consummate skill with which you wield it. What use would a virile swordsman such as yourself have with such delicate, even feminine fabric? An astute question, which I answer with a question of my own. You struck me as one who knows your way around the battlefield, yes? Suppose you are the commander of a formidable unit, one akin to a great machine. Now suppose that this same unit was somehow constrained, forced to do battle in cramped quarters. Would your unit be able to realise its full potential in such unfavourable conditions? Verily not. Only when given room to breathe will the puissant units swell and expand over the battlefield, and then, upon reaching the full extent of its power, thrust forth and penetrate your opponent's defences. Do you grasp my meaning? And so I would commission a garment to be made from this silk. And yet, my unit is not merely my own. No, the skilled hands under my command see to it that my machine remains well oiled. 2 of these hands accompanied me here to Uldar, but it would seem they have eluded my grasp. Or I have eluded theirs. Ha ha! Might you be a good lass and find them for me? My gosh. The sheer amount of euphemisms we just experienced. Right. One of them's at the Alchemist's Guild. Now let's hide the quests I'm not currently working on. Clean up the quest log a little bit. So many potions of myriad powers and potencies. Surely one might serve to further harden the captain's, resolve. I don't think he needs... Oh, don't frighten me like that. I was just shopping for a suitable present for my captain. You have heard the tales of the Long Haft, I presume? Then you know that he is naturally endowed with both size and stamina. Still, I would see how alchemical innovation might enhance his already prodigious talents. Do any of these files intrigue you, adventurer? Ruby red potion of stamina, sapphire blue potion of vigor. Well, I like blue, so let's go with vigor. Is that so? Do you not feel that this shade of blue is somehow lacking in warmth? Not unlike Eorzea eyes. Eorzea, okay. Oh, okay, this is Ruby Eyes, and then Sapphire Eyes is the other one I'm going to talk to. The last thing I would want to do is stifle the captain's flames of passion. But forgive me, you simply gave an opinion, as you were asked to do. In the past, the captain shunned alchemy in all its forms, claiming he had no need for unnatural enhancements. Recently, however, I remarked that his blade, already renowned across Eorzea, might reach legendary stature with the right help. And he seemed suitably aroused by the idea. Oh, but I simply must be getting back. Just imagining the captain alone with her is enough to send shivers up my tail. This is already hilarious. Also, I'm glad I don't bother with the family-friendly tag for my stream anymore. But this breaks that pretty hard. Goldsmith's Guild. Oh god, what could they be looking for from the Goldsmith's Guild? Eorzea Sapphire Eyes. That first earring I saw would look lovely on my captain, but so would that other one. Gah! Why does shopping have to be so goddamn difficult? Oh, you'd do well not to scare me like that. I'm a brass blade in service to Captain Hunkbert, better known as Hunkbert Longhaft. No doubt you've heard the tales? None can deny the captain cuts a dashing figure, but I would give him a gift to further bring out his beauty. What say you, adventurer? Do any of these fine ornaments catch your eye? What would best bring out the captain's beauty? Ruby earring, sapphire ring. I think Ruby goes with his uniform better, but I'm going to go with Sapphire because that matches her name. Let's see what happens. Why, I thought the same myself. Some find sapphires cold, but they do not understand that beneath this cool exterior sleeps a wellspring of passion as deep as the ocean. A passion tempered by maturity and reason. Not coincidentally, it is also the colour of my eyes, which the captain has often admired during late nights manning the control room at Highbridge, as I stroke the lever and admire its workmanship. There are those in the brass blades who do not understand the captain. Those who say his exploits on the battlefield do not warrant the sizable reputation he has amassed. I know not which battlefield they speak of, but as someone who has witnessed his swordplay firsthand, I can assure you that the reality far exceeds even the tallest of tales. Speaking of the captain, wherever did he run off to? I must deliver my gift before Elamui does, lest she be the one invited to work the lever tonight. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Just checking something quickly. Yeah, good. Okay. Oh, here they are. Are they arguing? Itaja and Ilamui are exchanging heated words. The mere suggestion that our captain partake in our chemical enhancements is an insult, not merely to him, but to the gods that endowed him with such natural talent. Ha! Says the one who would see him adorn his body with gaudy trinkets. Do you even understand the true measure of a man? Ungrateful wench! You're not worthy to polish the captain's blade. Oh no. Captain, I have brought a gift truly perfect for one of your peerless masculine charms. Captain, my gift will see your legendary prowess raised to godlike heights. Captain, you always praised the way I calibrated your lever. You called me an engineer. Captain, you said that no machinist in the realm could keep your parts oiled as I do. Cease this senseless bickering, the both of you. You each have served me long and served me hard. Surely you realise by now that there is more than enough man to go around. While I welcome your sentiments, I have no need for shiny baubles or motley brews. The gods have seen fit to endow me well. I would fight my battles on my own merits. Besides, there are more important matters at hand. Before you two came in, I had just been informed that my garments were ready. Prepare yourselves. Ooh, do we get to see them? Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Hey, panicking? This is quite the stream you've come to rejoin in. Yes, this is a pretty hilarious quest for you to see. What say you, Itaja? So dashing, so handsome, so form-fitting. I feel the flames of passion welling from within. Do promise you will wear that the next time you summon me to the control room, yes? For you, my love, anything. But we have only just begun. What say you, Ilamui? That broad chest bursting forth, those bulging biceps. My captain, this garment shows you for the god of virility that you are. My only regret is that I cannot quite see under the belt. All in good time, my love. Now do you see? There is more than enough man here for... No. Hunbert is no mere man, for within me rages a beast. A beast that will be contained no longer. Do you need a private room? Oh god! Behold! Did you know that this furred snow creature is legendary for its stamina and the sheer size of its manhood? Now tell me, ladies, what would you like for Starlight this year? You, my captain, and nothing but you! Haha, that's what I thought you'd say. Now, if you've gotten over your silly little catfight, I believe it's time we went on our way. For even as we speak, bandits and brigands would target innocent merchants who travel through Highbridge. Fear not, ladies. There will be time enough for pleasure when the battles have been won. Yes, sir! Oh my god. If you thought being the Longhaft was all about sweet pleasure and bliss, you'd best think again. Prone to bouts of sibling jealousy, those two, but they're good girls at heart. All the more admirable considering their origins. Suddenly we're getting emotional here? Stolen from their parents when they were just babes, and sold into a trade where no woman deserves to go. My unit found and freed them, but sadly, the brass blades are not in the habit of taking in children. Granted their freedom, they made their living on the streets, where many turned to selling their bodies. They honed their smarts and their fighting skills. When they returned to me years later as women grown, strong and beautiful, I swore that I would have them. In my regiment, that is. That they know how to properly sheath my blade is an extra benefit, albeit a most welcome one. And with that, I must return to my post. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Oh, wow. Carrier level 7. I'm glad we're doing these quests. This has been very much worth it. Oh my god. What does the quest log have to say about that? Side stories. Scholastica, Wandering Minstrel, Delivery Moogle. From what you can gather, the Mikote hope that such trinkets will nudge Hunbird toward honouring them with the privilege of operating some lever at Highbridge, though why they covet this seemingly mundane duty is not immediately clear. The dispute ends with each accusing the other of not being worthy of polishing the captain's blade, a clear exaggeration, as both are soldiers, who are doubtless capable of performing menial weapon maintenance tasks. That was pretty great. Alright, let's go get our next task from the Delivery Moogle. Yes, we're doing a side quest where we're helping deliver letters for the Post Moogles. And each letter leads to like this little short story kind of thing. Oh my god, what is that? What is that cloak? It's amazing. Bone Wicker Whisperers. It's cool. Post Moogle. Oh, we've got 3 more now. Thwack-a-mole. The Deputy Post Moogle eyes his letter sack, visibly trembling. Mini-mole? Well, I don't know what that is, but it looks cute. Well, if it isn't my most accomplished assistant, you truly could not have come at a better time. I have just the perfect assignment for you. This parcel here must be delivered to one Marset, a naturalist doing research on fauna, at Dunstan Spire in the Central Shroud. Brains, beauty, grace. Why, I envy you for being able to bask in her brilliance. Sadly, my supervisory duties demand that I remain in this spot. Anyhow, you might want to hurry with that package. And try not to mind the smell, Kupo. The smell? Okay. This NPC is quite a sack. That's such a cute animation, too. The captain of her heart. Ah, to have the trust of the diminutive Deputy Post Moogle. For this you would gladly risk the roughest cutthroats in Outer Eorzea. Yes, you would. Alright. Oh, the realm knows. The Deputy Post Moogle has nothing but confidence in his assistants. I shall entrust you with a letter so important they had to cross the T twice, Kupo. The letter is for a Maelstrom sergeant at Camp Overlook. Pirates everywhere. Terribly exciting, and terrifically dangerous. I love my args and mateys as much as the next Moogle, but I have pressing duties elsewhere, Kupo. This Sergeant Swigwell is scarier than most. Why, I used to vanish right into thin air whenever she turned her bloodshot eyes my way. Thanks to aspiring carriers like yourself, I needn't do that again, Kupo. You will take the letter to Sergeant Oh So Scary. Are we understood, Kupo? Sergeant Oh So Scary. Sweet words, shadowy dealings. Ooh, shards. The Deputy Post Moogle has a letter requiring delivery to a dashing band of players. If it isn't my favourite assistant, Kupo, brace yourself, for today I've a task for you that will have all the fair maidens in Gridania green with envy. This letter in my paw is addressed to none other than the Homunculi. You are familiar with the Homunculi, yes? The travelling troupe of troubadours, renowned for stirring the seeds of passion the realm over. Ever since their recent performance in Gridania, their popularity has gone through the roof, Kupo. Why, I've handled hundreds of fan letters in the past fortnight alone. Kupo, oh? This particular epistle appears to be from a trader in Uldar. A matter of business, mayhap? All the more reason that it must be delivered to Gridania with haste. You will find the band and its leader, Augustiniel, rehearsing for the next performance at the Great Loam Growery. Alright. If there's any new dialogue. Deliver the letter to Sergeant Swigwell at Camp Overlook. Happy message carrying, Kupo. What's that? Is Camp Overlook a dangerous sort of place? Absolutely. Oh yes, full of roughnecks. A perfect opportunity for my trusty assistant to go in my stead, Kupo. The Homunculi have an exclusive contract with Gridania's Black Rabbit traders. What dealings could they possibly have with a merchant of Uldar? In any event, you will find the band and its leader, Augustiniel, rehearsing for the next performance at the Great Loam Growery. Pray deliver the message with all speed, Kupo. Okay. Let's start with Thwack-a-mole. Central Shroud, was it? Yeah. Rum. Oh right, this person, she's mean. I think I forget what I remember her from. There's probably some side quests I did off stream. She's very mean. She's a researcher who is a jerk. You there, Research Assistant 62. Or was it 26? Who even cares what your number is? You're late, late, late. Hand over my package at once. Package for Marset. Your nose tells you whatever hides wrapped within this package has seen better days. Ugh. My stream's not family friendly anymore. I don't really bother with the tag, with the family friendly tag anymore. I don't actually have room for it anyway because you can only have 5 custom tags, so I don't have room for that one anymore. But yeah, I haven't really bothered with it though. Especially with how many euphemisms have been in this game. Yes, come to me, my... What in the 7 hells is this? Apricot? If this is your idea of a joke, my next experiment will be to measure how many lightning sparks can fit up your worthless arse. It's a Hobriot, Professor, with a silent... Silence, half-fleed toe. You should fall to your knees and thank the 12 that I deign to address you by any name at all. Now answer me. What in the name of Nofika's teats am I supposed to do with this rubbish? But I swear, Professor, I placed the order exactly as... This is raw mole meat, Hoggle no. I asked for a live mole. Living. As in what you won't be doing when I'm through with you. Research Assistant number 832. Time to prove that you're the only one around here worth your weight in gooboo droppings. My current research project is a study of the behaviour of those troublesome talpids, moles to a layman such as yourself. You need not concern yourself with the specifics of my research, which would be far beyond your feeble mind. You need only know that I require 1 live mole pup, and I require it now. The blank stare on your face tells me that you lack even the common knowledge that the royal plantations of Uldar are known to be infested with the filthy creatures, and that any half-wit botanist who works there could educate you as to how to capture one. Am I not making myself clear, Research Assistant 777? You, the royal plantations, a live mole pup. To me. Now. What a lovely person. If you go overboard with dirty jokes, just let you know. Ah, no worries. Yeah, I'm fine with dirty jokes, just not overboard. I should probably update my channel rules, actually. I swear to the gods, if you come back empty-handed, I'll make you into mincemeat and feed you to the ziz. What a jerk. How was I supposed to know the professor required a live specimen? I assumed she was just going to skin it and eat it like she did with the last one. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I'm concerned what she's going to do with this poor little mole. Alright, let's find out, I suppose. Hello, I need a mole for some reason. Looking to nab yourself a mole, are you? You'll hear no argument from me. Cute little buggers, but leave them to their own devices and they're more than happy to eat us out of house and home. Fortunately, they're more belly than brains. Simple enough to snag one if you have the right tools. First of all, you're going to want to set this bundle of weeds atop one of their mole holes. Then, take this flintstone and set the weeds aflame. Smoke will flood the tunnel, and the moles will come bursting to the surface for a breath of fresh air. Mind you, I said moles, plural. Your little pup won't put up much of a fight, but his mother won't be so keen to part with her young. You'd best brace yourself for a fight. Molehill. Mountain out of a molehill. Is that what we're doing? Weed bushel. A sack filled with weeds, which have been tied up into a bushel. Bushel? Bushel. Flintstone. Smaller, hence lighter than a regular flintstone. This rock is just as effective in the field as its bulkier counterparts. Fire! With a squeal of fury, the mother mole is upon you. I am using the Moogle samurai sword. Fits this questline pretty well, I think. Ah, didn't get to do my finisher. It died too quickly. Let's go do my finisher on this thing. There. It's a very Virgil kind of move. It's pretty cool. Oh my god, it's cute. I just killed its mother and I kidnapped it. That's horrible! I'm a monster. Oh. I'm a monster. Hey Madrick, how are ya? You really love the ability effects that Sam has? Yeah, it does look really cool. They've done such a good job with the spell effects in general in this game. The jobs all just look so cool. Yeah, I watched the job action trailer for Endwalker. Oh, I'm so excited for the changes. The cool new abilities and such. Just finished grinding for your car mount? Nice, congrats. And you're playing DBD. Ooh, good luck. Hope it goes well. Research assistant, whatever your number was. I swear to the gods, if you've come back empty-handed, I'll use you for my next research specimen. Mole pup. A mole so young its eyes are still closed. Oh, this is mean. Well, look at this. A mole pup. A scrawny little runt if I ever saw one. But what can I say? My experience with certain research assistants has left me with a soft spot for half-wits, monsters and ugly things. Don't worry, my misshapen beauty. I'll be very, very gentle. Apricot, you'd best be taking notes. Die, foul vermin! Die, die, die! Professor, what are you doing to the poor beast? To the seventh hell with you, I say! In Nothic's name, Professor, have mercy! And once again, my hypothesis proves true. Have you never found it strange that, despite spending the better part of their lives in tunnels beneath the soil, moles possess unusually large eyes? What just happened? Of course you haven't, because you possess the mental faculties of a dimmer-than-average dormouse. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that I have. I think she'd get along well with the jerk from the monk quests. My self-styled teacher, Atalone, posited that their eyes grew large that they might better see their prey in the darkness, but I thought, no, I knew different. I theorised that their eyes, regardless of their size, were nigh useless, that they did not see, but rather felt the vibrations around them to identify potential prey, and foes. Did you see how the mole pup, its eyes still shut, squealed and squirmed in abject terror as I rained blows down all around him? Once again it is proven. Atalone is a fool. The student has surpassed the teacher. I would retain the pup for further study, but I have another mole that has outgrown its usefulness. Consider it yours. What should I do with what should you do with it? How should I know? Burn it, vivisect it, skin it and eat it for all I care. Just get it, and yourself, out of my sight. Research calls. Well, at least she didn't actually hit it, I guess. What a lovely person. Carrier level 8. And I've got a cute mole pup, so that's something. Mini mole. When not dining on a protein-rich diet of earthworms and grubs, he dreams of making mountains. Mini mole. Snatched from its heel while still young by infamous naturalist Marset Man, this poor creature has suffered countless experiments, filled with endless pokings, proddings, potations, and panaceas. Compared to that, following an adventure around all day is a veritable vacation. Hear me, you mole bastards! I am steel! Eager red swallow. I don't know who that is. Let's hang out with our new mole friend for a little bit. Mole. Oh, its run is very cute. Like all swaying everywhere. Alright, this thing's going to go on my favourites. Very cute. Hey, White Noise, how are ya? Only here for a bit, no worries. Yeah, good to see ya. Doing some fun post-Moogle quests. We've had an adventure already. Alright, next one was Sergeant Swigwell. Oh, hey, thank you for subbing. Thank you, White Noise. I really appreciate that. 16 months. That's awesome. Thank you. Sudden dog barking outside. I think that dog appreciates it too. Whoever it is. Okay. Delivery. Is that what they're calling it now, sweet thing? Oh, a letter, eh? Thanks. Useful things. Better than Creamer's rum for putting me to sleep. Give it here. A letter addressed to Storm Sergeant Swigwell of the Red Swallows Unit stationed in Camp Overlook. No thank you, I've taken up farming? Curse you, matey, and your goddamn letter. Rip it in half and water it with piss. See if something grows. Farmin', he says. Farmin', he chooses over the red swallows. Goddamn him and his shrinking violet balls. Can you see why I can't flag this as family friendly anymore? Now, where are my manners? Left 'em on land when I went to sea. Come back and see the swiving things hadn't waited a fortnight before going off with someone else. I got reasons to take the news hard, treacle tart. We don't got enough men. Or women, mind you. Not going to recruit just anybody, though. We being the meanest, nail-chewingest levy in their whole damn maelstrom. No offence and all, but we ain't interested in a sugar skull like the one atop your shoulders. So out came the paper and ink, and out went them letters to likely roughnecks, what retired from privateering. And not by the way of the old scaffold. No, no, and more no. That was the last, but one. As for that last one, the bloodthirsty bitch should have been here long afore now. Set out from the mill to bring some lumber to the camp with another salt hound, they said. Sweet face or no, you got land sense, you do. Oi, do us a good turn, eh? I'll wager the miniature marauder ran into a spot of trouble out near yon floating city. Help him out, and I may start feeling grateful like. Okay, I understood most of that. I've got a job for you. Go on out to the Narmian ruins. Help the miniature marauder get here in one piece. Rum. A Lullafil marauder. Kobolds. Salthound Stevedore. Not a good day to die. Not for me and not for her, by the bloody salt. You took me kill. You didn't even ask. Off to a good start here. Now don't be like that, Captain. You was pressed, you know that. I'd say that deserves our thanks at the least. The bloody bastard took me kill. I like being pressed. Sends a tingle up me thighs, it does. If you want to thank the bastard for saving your knickers from a right soiling, you go on and be my swiving guest. I apologise. The captain has never been one for social graces, what with all the killing and marauding. Thank you kindly, from both of us, for lending a hand. You have the look of a fine killer, though. Sharing slaughter's not as bad when your shadow's an appetite for carnage. Well, if salt ain't sweet. The captain don't usually have a good word for anyone outside our humble crew. Sergeant Swigwell sent you? Why, that's another surprise. She's not the sort to watch the clock hands. But Ratata's your miniature marauder, sure as salt. Ratata? Ratata! We hadn't had much truck with time down at the mill. Poor maid's meal. Abandoned it was. when we salthounds settled in to make a new life? A ghost town? No, adventurer. For old pirates, the only ghosts are out on the open water. Oh, I was reading it in the wrong voice. And even for not-so-old pirates like that one. Oh, I know what they call her. Rabid Radita, mad dog of the mill, and they ain't wrong, but... She got nothing but fighting in her blood, which is why I worry. 'Twas the captain's ideas to clean our hands of reaving and start a new life at the mill. Damn it, now I've gone and put her in one of her moods. Time to haul anchor. We're for Camp Overlook, adventurer. You made her mad. The leaves are at the St. Koinak camp. Ahoy, adventurer. You was a big help back Nimwise, thank you. Can you believe Sergeant Swigwell offered the captain a berth in the Red Swallows? Now, if only she had the sense to say yes. Leave, not those. Typing's hard. Oi, there you are. Got me lumber thanks to you, but not me new recruit. Weren't forsaken for farming, that's some swiving comfort, but bugger if I know why she said no. Got her hackles up, that one. My ma always said, every dog needs a little petting, a little treating. A bit of cannikin cake from a new friend? Might do, might do. How about it, sweet thing? Are you up for talking to her? I guess. She doesn't like me, though. Talk to that damned salthound, will you? I'm offering her a place in the Red Swallows, goddammit. She don't have to be grateful, but ain't nothing to spit at. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You took me kill. I didn't like that. But you fought like a salthound, so you have me ear until I grow tired of you. You damned adventurers are all alike. More words than sense. Well, if it's words you wish to waste them on the stevedore. He's thrice the patience of all us hounds combined. Is a stevedore a thing? Stevedore? Google. Stevedore, also called a longshoreman, a docker, or a dock worker. The waterfront manual labourer. Huh. There you go. Did not know. Pronunciation. How do I pronounce it? Stevedore.
Stevedore.
Okay. Thanks, Google. Not interested, eh? Think well of her, if you can. The captain is what we made her, not like as not. Her mama got her chest stove in boarding a merchantman, and the very next moon, what does her papa do but make a right mess of the steps of some rascaller? And she but a swaddling babe, born on a pirate ship, raised up by pirates, weren't no life for a child. I can still see her toddling along the gun deck, or swinging her wee axe with the blunt edge. Didn't stay blunt for long. And never another child to play with. We should have put her ashore for fostering, but we hadn't the heart to. Got nothing but marauding in her veins, We tried to show her how other folk live, draw her out a bit, but before we knew it, she'd gutted the former captain and taken his place at the fore. Ooh. I'd be lying if I didn't say part of me feels it'd be good for her to join the Red Swallows, though it would be heart-sore to lose her. She'll have her battles, make boon companions. Should be a swallow instead of a dog. As for us, we'll find ourselves a new captain. We always do. You wasn't scared of Rattata the way most are. That's why she liked you. I know it. Can't you talk to her again? You'll find her near the floating city. She likes the air there. And the prey. Alright, well, I'll try again. Ah, there she is. She's so small. Tiny little vicious thing. Ooh. Yeah, that's a hell of a view. You again. I could kill you. I can kill most things if I'm in the mood. Let me serve it to you straight, like. I don't need them red swallows. 'Tis them what needs me, is all. I know me men call me rabid. Does it look like I care a whit and a half? I know I ain't the sick one. Dogs is loyal. I kill for them salt hounds. I kill for me family. I dinna ken what red swallows kill for. That's sick, if you ask me. Maybe I'd kill for you sometime. That might be right agreeable. Okay? Enough words. I'm heading home. You keep that gob of yours clapped, or I'll find a dead rat to stuff it with. Okay. Right. A good hound keeps her maw shut. You a good hound, venturer? Or a dead one? Any luck, adventurer? The captain hasn't uttered a word since she came back from Nim. Let me guess, this dog won't fly, eh? It breaks my heart to see her be calmed like this. A young girl shouldn't be holed up in a hamlet with nothing but axes for company. I suppose she ain't no young girl anymore. Well, we'd best be on our way, back to Poor Maid's Mill. Give Sergeant Swigwell my apologies. Sweet navigator, no, no, and no. If one swallow don't make a summer, what's no swallow make? All that work and not one recruit won. Still, if Rattata's there, we won't have to worry none about the mill. Not even a kobold's brain blown enough to take the place when she's about. Not the finest hour for the red swallows. Swive 'em that don't know what they're missing. Mayhap I need to rethink our recruiting standards. 7 hells. Lower 'em a bit. Try out a few weaklings. Real sollybubs. Might work, if I can get the swallows to take it easy on the sweetlings. Maybe train 'em separate like for a while. Try as I might, I don't see it working. Be like putting tar in grog, calling it as good as. Just gonna have to divvy up extra duties. Be patient. Well, I guess that's done. Carrier level 9! Courier has arrived. Nearly level 10. Right, okay, so this one is about the band. The Homunculi. Alright, over at Gridania. Botanist Guild. Hello. This lilting melody I've composed is guaranteed to melt the heart of any maiden who hears it. Mark my words. Would you mind treading a bit more quietly? We are creating works of musical genius here, if you haven't noticed. I am Augustinial, vocalist and leader of the Homunculi, a lyrical genius the likes of which this realm has never seen before. And you, no doubt, are one of my innumerable fans. If you've come seeking my autograph, I ask that you return when our rehearsal is done. Letter to the Homunculi. A thick envelope addressed to simply the Homunculi, a popular band of travelling bards, infamous for siring bastards in all the towns they tour. Alright, well. A letter? Don't tell me. You've taken on a second career as a messenger girl, that you might afford tickets to our next performance. Most admirable, friend. Most admirable indeed. Has our new contract arrived, perchance? I am ever so looking forward to sharing our gift of music with Eorzeans the realm over. Our ballads and lays shall sweep the land, and a new chapter in the legend of the Homunculi will be writ. That said, it is a touch bittersweet. It is only through my centrist patronage that we stand where we are today. Did I hear my name? What might I do for you today, Augustinial? Looking to procure new garb for your next performance, mayhap? My darling Macenta, just the lady we were hoping to see. The Homunculi have a most important announcement to make, and I felt that you should be the first to know. To put it simply, we're taking our show on the high road. The Homunculi have made arrangements for a musical tour that will span from the peaks of Kurthus to Thanalan. Why, our long-sought dream, realised at last. I truly could not be happier for you. Needless to say, as your patrons, Black Rabbit traders will gladly provide you with the funds for this momentous undertaking. That said, recent events have thinned our coffers some, but worry not. I shall return and meet with my superiors immediately. I can promise you that you will be able to depart within the next moon. The sentiment is welcome, my darling, but that will not be necessary. A trader from Uldar has promised us all the gil we need. We leave on the morrow. I am afraid there is another rub. Our new backers desire to be the sole and singular patrons of the Homunculi. Our relationship with Black Rabbit traders has been a mutually beneficial one, but I fear that it must come to an end. Aww. What? You cannot mean this. Macenta, my dear, we are forever in your debt for all that you have done for us, and yet you must understand, the gift we would share with the realm is too great to tarry here any longer. Parting is always such sweet sorrow, and yet the pain would only be greater were we to linger on. We will treasure the memories we have made forever, but the road calls us onward. As ever, the words flow from your lips like honey. Very well. If this is the choice you have made, who am I to stand in your way? I say only this. This tour of yours had best be the greatest show Eorzea has ever seen. As your first and foremost admirer, I will settle for nothing less. It will be all that and more. You have my word, my dear. Adventurer, I would have a word with you. Meet me beneath the bridge by the Leatherworkers Guild, and speak to no one of our conversation. Okay. Something going on. 'Twas my centaur herself who first proposed the idea of sharing the gift of song with the realm. The decision was a painful one, but business is business. It's been some time since I've written a sorrowful refrain, but suddenly I feel the inspiration striking me. Once again I leave a girl in tears, my fair features, my gift of music, which see my blessings are also my curse. Oh dear. Leatherworkers Guild, okay. Oh, cat alarm. Warning, cat. We have a cat alarm. Set off the alarm, set off the sirens. Everyone get to your positions. Where's cat? No sign of cat? Oh, here she comes. Hello. Hello, sweetie. Not... okay, bye. She's not even going to come close. She's just going to go wait at her bowl. That's pretty rude. Alright, I'm going to go feed her. I'll go AFK for about 10 minutes. Go to the bathroom and stuff. Ugh. Idling camera. Freak. And I'll just leave you with the Gridania music. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Right. So we're following up on this bard troop. There's something more going on here. So they're taking a contract and funding from someone else now. Their original benefactor is wants a secret meeting with us. Below the bridge, eh? Yeah, it's pretty secret. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Let us delve straight into the matter at hand. You know that I serve as consignor of the Black Rabbit Traders, yes? It is a profession which is about as glamorous as it sounds, which is to say, not very. There was a time when I entertained the thought of leaving it in search of a more fulfilling line of work. Then, one day, I happened upon them. Their music was enchanting, and their countenances even more so, but the garb they wore. My dearly departed great-grandmother wouldn't be caught dead in those garish rags. And so I proposed an offer. Black Rabbit Traders would clothe the homunculi in our finest garb, and pay a sum sufficient to keep their instruments in good fettle. In return, their performances would serve to promote our wares. It was a relationship that exceeded the wildest expectations of all involved. Gridanians flocked to their performances, and business at Black Rabbit Traders burgeoned. It was a dream come true for all of us. A dream I thought would last forever. But I assure you, this is no self-centered grudge. This sudden offer is most troubling. For all our successes, the profits the homunculi have brought us would barely amount to a clink in the coffers of any wealthy Uldan trader. No, I smell something amiss. I would ask your expertise in investigating the matter. Walk the markets of Gridania and listen to word on the street. Should you hear of any shady dealings, return here and share them with me. Okay. The market. Alright, can I get up there from here? Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, hey, I could. Nice. Hello, any goss? Anyone got goss? Any news? do you take Parsimontra, Master of the Markets, for a common rumour monger? And to compound the insult, you come bearing not even a single eel pie. Oh, very well, I shall deign to answer, if for no other reason than that you seem unlike to leave my sight until I do. All the talk about the markets of late has been of the attacks on the Black Rabbit supply wagons, as you might have heard for yourself if you had a pair of working ears. With the damage visited by the calamity upon the land and its natural resources, trade has been slow to recover in Gridania these past 5 years. It's only with the wares brought in by travelling merchants from Uldar that these markets have been able to sustain this level of activity. The only local operation that has been able to bring in a steady profit is Black Rabbit traders, what with their purchasing of items from adventurers, and my centre's recent efforts to employ that band of honey-tongued bards in publicising her product. Perhaps they've enjoyed a bit too much success for others' liking? Whoever could be behind these unpardonable crimes? What crimes, you say? Why, I speak of the vicious attacks on Black Rabbit supply wagons, of course. I'm surprised you've not heard. The tales are so terrifying as to keep the bravest merchant up at night. My brother Markalor, stubborn as he is convinced that the Uldans are pulling the strings. I, however, believe we should be wary against letting our prejudices colour our views. Take Rishushu for one. While many merchants think only of profit, she has spared no effort in studying Gridanian culture and trade, filing regular reports to Uldar on the transactions made at these markets. As she tells it, she has taken an active role in promoting Gridanian wares in her own homeland and across the realm. My brother is entitled to his opinion, but I cannot see how any could question the girl's intentions. Rumours, you say? Surprised you haven't heard them yourself. Can't take more than 2 steps these days without hearing of another attack on a Black Rabbit supply wagon. I've got my own theories as to the perpetrators, mind you, and they start with a certain Uldan wench who I reckon ain't too happy about her rival's recent successes. Evidence? Let's just call it instinct. I wouldn't trust an Uldan half as far as I could throw one. Wow, rude. I love how cosy Gridania is, and the music. Ah, it's good. Such lovely music. Whee! So our recent troubles are the talk of the town. Little surprise that, to the rumour monger, the misfortune of others tastes as sweet as honeyed mead. I must say, this news that Rishushu is monitoring transactions at our markets is somewhat concerning. While I have no desire to race to conclusions, I believe caution is in order. There is more. While presenting herself as an independent merchant, I have reason to believe she procures a sizable portion of her stock through the Bert Trading Company. Perhaps the name is unfamiliar to you? It is most often heard in connection with all manner of ill rumours, dealings in stolen goods, swindling unsuspecting customers, and so on and so forth. Under normal circumstances, I want nothing to do with this band of thieves, but if they've set out their sights on my honey-tongued homunculi, I simply refuse to turn a blind eye. Fortunately, I have an idea. I've prepared a certain document that should pique Rishushu's interest. I would ask you to deliver it to her and keep her distracted. I will take care of the rest. Alright. Just swinging my sword around in the markets. Don't worry. I'm allowed to. I'm the Warrior of Light. Uldan gentlemen are so strong and brave indeed. No doubt a single swing of your blade would cut through any troubles that stood in my path. You would do that for me, wouldn't you? Ah, my centre. The only Gridanian I've met in my time here who understands how to do business. Whatever brings her to... Yes, what can I do for you? Black Rabbit Traders Receipt. A long list of items purchased from adventurers by Black Rabbit Traders. Okay. A proposition for me, you say? I've been around far too long to fall for empty tales of easy profits and great windfalls. But very well, let us see what you would offer. This is... a page from the Black Rabbit Ledgers, complete with a list of all wares purchased from adventurers, along with their selling and purchasing prices. What's happening in the background? With this knowledge, I can simply sell the wares that they offer at a discount, while raising the price on those goods not obtainable elsewhere. Simply by following the principles of good trade, I'll be able to make a fortune. Rude. My dear Mycenta, I know not what brings you here today, but it would appear you've come just in time to watch me win over your loyal customers. Your services today will not be forgotten. Come back in a fortnight's time, and I promise you'll receive your fair share of the profits. The information you provided will mean a fortune to us. Come back in a fortnight's time, and I promise you'll receive your fair share of the profits. Whee! Hey. Alright, what happened? What'd you do? What's up? I cannot thank you enough. With your aid, the first step of my plan has been carried out to perfection. Now, my visitor should be arriving any moment. Yes, thank you. As promised, here is your payment in full. What's that look for, friend? A smart businesswoman knows how to use all of her resources, if you understand what I mean. The fellow who just departed was one of Rishushu's underlings. I asked him to search his mistress's store for 2 documents. The first one, which my new friend has dutifully delivered, is a contract with the Homunculi. As I suspected, Rishushu aims to steal our profits, and seeks to accomplish this first and foremost by luring our exclusive band of bards away from us. The other document I have acquired is a page from the latest report sent by Rishushu to Uldar. Note the red mark along our major trading thoroughfare. Assuming that Rishushu's associates at the Beart Trading Company are in possession of the same document, I suspect that the next attack on our supply caravan will strike right there, in the Central Shroud, due southwest from the White Wolf Gate. Such brazen acts of banditry cannot be permitted, yes? I beg of you, adventurer, hurry into the wood, and give the would-be ambushes the drubbing they deserve. Oh yeah. Should you find any evidence of a connection to those blackguards at Beart, deliver it to me at my place of business at the Knot. If we do not act quickly, my sweet-tongued, fair-haired beauties will be lost to Gridania forever. Go kill some outlaws, yeah! My character gives you some serious Virgil vibes. The black coat, blue hair and katana. That's cool. Yeah, this is the starting set for the samurai class. It looks quite nice. Aside from the sword. The sword's a special one I got from a boss. Yeah, samurai's a fun class. Actually, all of the classes are really fun in their own way. Does she have an insatiable lust for power stemming from childhood trauma as well? No. No, thankfully. Whoosh. I do have a car, though. A flying car. That's just as good. Call me mad, but I can't shake the sense that I'm being followed. There's ill rumours of these roads of late. Don't worry, I killed them. Murder. Murder. Whoosh. Yes. Oh, there's another one. Scum.
Scum.
The shock took a year or two off my life, I reckon. But apart from that, I'm no worse for the wear. I can't thank you enough, friend. Hello, Cleo. What you doing? Aw. Cleo's looking for a new sleeping spot. She's going behind the curtain. Cute. Fate joined. Yep, she's behind the curtain now. She's just a little bum sticking out. Can't really show her though, she's behind the other chair. This little mole is so weird looking. I love it. Look at that little thing. It's gonna fall over. It heartens me to know that our man is safe. You have my thanks, adventurer. Pray tell, were you able to find any evidence of a connection to those rogues at Baird? A Baird trading company bill. I think that would do the job. A slip of parchment documenting commercial dealings with the Baird Trading Company of Uda. Aha! Just as I suspected. It began as mere speculation, but I dare say we've built ourselves a most convincing case. Yes, everything has come together. Bishushu's reports on the flow of goods at the markets found their way to those scoundrels at Baird, who, seizing upon the chance for a quick profit, orchestrated the attacks on our suppliers. The stolen wares were hauled back to Baird, then sold for a pittance to Rishushu. With the goods now in high demand, she raised her prices, doubtless funneling a portion of the ample profits back into the Baird coffers. To add insult to injury, they were poised to use these ill-gotten gains, along with the timely troubles of black rabbit traders, to lure my precious homunculi away from me. Why, it's a plan so brilliant I wish I'd come up with it myself. But thanks to you, friend, it's a plan that has now been spectacularly foiled. Augustinio and the others came by just moments ago to say farewell. If we hurry, we can catch them before they depart. We must make for the airship landing without delay. I have it on good account that Rishushu will be in attendance to see them off. Let us shove the evidence of these twisted dealings in her self-satisfied little face. Yes. Oh, can't jump over that? Alright. I'll run down the stairs. Jeez. Imagine using stairs. Oh, do not cry for your awful foul, my centre. 'Twould pain my heart to see your beautiful countenance clouded so. It simply won't be the same without my centre. That said, I hear there is no dearth of buxom beauties in Uldar. Come to see us off, have you? The gesture truly is appreciated. But worry not, we shall return to Gridania someday. Though I cannot guarantee the tickets to our performances will be easily come by. Ahem. Come for your share, have you? Patience, friend. Fortunes are not made in a day. Or do you have another proposition for me? I got stuff. A copy of the exclusive employment contract drawn up by Rishushu and signed by the Homunculi. A copy of the investigative report conducted by Rishushu documenting trade in Gridania. We're presenting evidence. Take that! Well now, what have we... Well, I never. Just whose side are you on, anyhow? Not yours. This adventurer kindly rescued one of our wagons from a band of bloodthirsty brigands. Brigands who just happened to be in possession of the bill you now see. Meanwhile, I have managed to come into the possession of detailed reports on our trading activities, signed in your name and addressed to the Beart Trading Company. Quite the coincidence, wouldn't you say? Ladies, please! This bickering ill becomes your beautiful features. Rishushu, did you say you would donate a share of your profits to see Black Rabbit traders through their recent plight? But brigands? What nonsense is this? Any reports I made to Uldar were simply in the interest of fostering trade. That my contacts at Beart would use them to such ill ends is unthinkable. Well, given their reputation, perhaps not entirely so. I suspected as much. Let me guess. You had your misgivings, but couldn't let your conscience get in the way when there were fortunes to be had. So you cast your lot with Beart, covered your eyes and ears, and hoped for the best. Ignorance of your complicity is no excuse, Rishushu. I hear that the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver are taking particularly severe measures regarding the sale of stolen and poached goods in light of recent events. A word or two from me and you'll spend the night in the comfort of your very own jail cell. That said, I might still be persuaded to look the other way, provided we can come to an agreement. Got her. Should we try stabbing her with her own sword? Yeah, I've been pretty good, thanks, Panicking. How's your job going? But my darling, my centre. Speaking as an almost victim of these shady schemes, I dare say Miss Rishushu's deeds should not go unpunished. Then again, one might argue it might be an equal crime to imprison such a comely lass. Sever all ties with the Beart Trading Company at once, and promise me you'll never so much as lay a finger on my precious homunculi again. These are my conditions, and they are not negotiable. Never again, you have my word. Starting on the morrow, every merchant in the markets will vouch that they've never seen a trader as reputable as Rishushu. There's no putting anything past you, my dear, now is there? Brilliant and beautiful. Now there's a lass worthy of song. Says he was ready to bolt for the desert at the call of the highest bidder. Consider yourself fortunate that when it comes to business, I can hold my own with anyone from Uldar, or the realm for that matter. With the help of a few good friends, that is. Aye. Bold and beautiful. Oh, how could we ever have so much as thought of parting ways? Just so, just so. Why, I've never seen a woman more willing and able to use all the resources at her disposal to overcome any obstacle in her path. Remind me never to end up on your bad side again, my dear. Stick to your songwriting and singing, and leave the financial affairs to me, and I don't foresee us having any more problems. Do we have an understanding? We do. We most certainly do. My centre, my dear, you are a veritable sheer force of nature. I cannot imagine any who would dare stand in your way. I'll be watching your future performances and our ledgers with great interest. Here's to a profitable relationship for years and years to come. Crystals. Red, blue, and green. I guess that's one for each of the band members. Level up. Carrier level 10. Hard to get rest and had to take a break. Ah, that's fair. Yeah, like, jobs are very hard to, like, wind down from. Rediscovering your love for Pokemon. Ooh, nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. The Battle Tree of Ultra Sun Moon. Nice. Okay, well, we're done with that little side story. Let's just go see if either of the characters have anything special to say. Then we'll go find out what our next job is. We're level 10. That's a nice round number. Bum, 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 bum. Small talk. Ever since you helped us bring an end to the ambushes and lure the homunculi back to Gridania for good, the guild's been flowing in like a waterfall. But I didn't get to where I am today by resting on my laurels. Should you hear of any promising business ventures, you know where to find me. Ah yes, so she was the one who, during the FF15 event, she tried to make a deal with Noctis to have him wear her wares. That was a cool little kind of tie-in. If I ever play Ultra Sun Moon on stream, be happy to share the QR code. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go back to Ultra Sun Moon. I think I've finished the Pokédex there. But thank you for the offer. I never really got into like the battle tree stuff, so I never really got into building teams. But it seemed like fun though. Hey sweetie, where you going? You leaving? You leaving me? Wee. How you doing? Aw. She was behind the curtain for a while, Steve. Alright, she's leaving. Ah, here she is, Rishushu. I came all the way from Aldar to sell my wares, but the locals are proving an unreceptive lot. Why, it's as if they're averse to novelty, to change and progress. I'm going to need a new approach if I'm to make any coin here. Or perhaps an old one. Yeah. She's just referring to what she was doing. Questionable deals. Yeah. Post Moogle. The carbuncle slippers. Oh my god, they're cute. Look at those little slippies. They look so warm. Imagine it'd be difficult to sell new novel ideas in a town with old in its name. Fair point. Of siblings and side whiskers. It's Jandalain! The esthetician! Oh, we haven't done anything with him since we unlocked him. The Deputy Post Moogle holds a colourful, heavily perfumed envelope in his paw. Now here's the kind of enthusiasm I like to see. My hardest working assistant, back to hone her skills. And ease her beloved supervisor's burden in the process, Cooper. Well, it just so happens that I've just the assignment for you. Do you see this most extravagant envelope in my paw? It contains a missive, addressed to none other than Master Jandalain, the realm-renowned aesthetician. Oh, what I would not give to have my whiskers trimmed by those magic scissors. to feel the caress of his fine-toothed comb across my fur. This is neither hither nor thither, Kupo. But where were we? Ah, yes. I need not tell you that the man is very, devoted to his art. Doubtless he would not even think of accepting such personal correspondence while otherwise occupied with his work. Fortunately, I am told that he has been sighted about town of late, enjoying a hard-earned vacation, seeking inspiration for his newest hairstyles. I cannot say. Only that if there is any opportunity to deliver this letter, it is now. Godspeed, my loyal friend, Kupo. Nice. Sudu et Nuige? Join the Ludus? I don't know what that means. For one who has done much to ensure the continued flow of Eorzean's mail, the Deputy Post Moogle has a special reward. Have I got an assignment for you, Kupo? Fan that is addressed to one of Uldar's preeminent gladiators, the Prince of the Blood Sands, the one and only Franz the Fair. After all you have done on my behalf, I think it only fair to reward you just so. So charismatic he is, that even a Moogle unacquainted with the games cannot help but swoon when delivering the daily badge, Kupo. Franz is training for an upcoming match, so you can probably find him at the Gladiators Guild in Uldar, Kupo. Siblings and side whiskers. Same dialogue. If you don't hurry, you might miss your chance. Look for Franz at the Gladiators Guild in Uldar. Franz, I can't decide how to pronounce it. Alright, let's do this one with Jandalane first, because it's here in Limsa. Alright, to the Aft Castle. Aft Castle. Just going to go look up the questline, see how far through we are. Post Moogle. What's it called? Postmaster Moogle? Postmaster Moogle. No results. Excellent. Good job. Let's see. Delivery Moogle. Okay, that's what it's called. Okay, looks like these are the last two quests of the original batch. Yeah, this whole original batch of post-Moogle stuff was in 2.3. And then there's a couple more quests in each later Realm Reborn patch. Okay. Ludus. I'm looking at what Ludus means. In ancient Rome, could refer to a primary school, a board game, or a gladiator training school. Alright, sounds like the last one. It's about gladiators. Alright, well, we'll do with Jandalane first. Apparently speech-to-text thinks Kupo is Google. Well, I mean, it's close. Well-groomed gentleman. And reborn madam. Wedded bliss, eternal happiness, mine at long last, and I have this man to thank for it all. How can I even begin to express my gratitude? What a ravishing lady. Her husband-to-be is quite a fortunate man, would you not? You have a delivery for me. A letter to the aesthetician Jandalane, written in an elegant hand whose loops and flourishes exude naught but sophistication. Do I have a dictionary open? Nah, I've been Googling words. This game has really good coat physics. Ah, I never noticed that. Well, that's good though. I fear there must be some mistake. I can assure you that this letter is not intended for me, as it was I who penned it. That said, I suppose 'tis no wonder that I am oft mistaken for my brother. We do share a certain family resemblance. Your brother? Why, now that you mention it... Good gods, you're like two jade peas in a pod. And wait a moment, I know you too. You're the woman who brought about my rebirth. The one who guided me from the shadows of self-doubt to a fashionable new world of assurance and aplomb. To think that the man I first thought some depraved killer would prove to be my saviour. And it was you, yes you, who showed me the light. Why, thanks to you two, one of the most eligible bachelors in all of Limsa now seeks my hand in marriage. I dare say, milady, that this comes as little surprise. Only a blind man or a fool could fail to recognise your radiant beauty. Quite the charmer you are, but you must understand, it was your brother who brought out the beauty inside me. Should you encounter him in your travels, do pass along my gratitude, Master... but where are my manners? I am Gwilfresna of House... Well, you are not like to know of us, but perhaps you do know of House Zemau, with whom we share common ancestry. Yeah, we've had some incidents with them. It is a matter related to my house, more precisely its line of succession, that has brought me to this nation. Our father, you see, has been stricken with an illness most grave. Though he yet clings to life, his strength wanes with each passing day. In a moon's time, we will need an heir, and there is only one man in the realm who can fill that role. For the past 5 years, I said nothing as my elder brother idled away his days crafting coifers, and I can remain silent no longer. A duty far greater than the trimming of locks calls Jandalane back to Ishgard, and I shall not leave this realm until he stands at my side. Well... Master Jandalane? Of noble birth? He always did have a most dignified air about him. If you're looking for your brother, he mentioned something about heading off to procure a new comb. Only the finest of tools for my wedding day, he said. A comb? The Carpenters' Guild is located in the nation of Gridania, is it not? I suspect that is where we will find my brother. We must away at once. I trust that you will see this missive delivered safely to my brother's hands. I have a pressing matter to attend to, but will join you in Gridania as soon as I'm able. Safe travels to you, and good day, milady. I don't think he wants to go back. Well, that young man certainly dashed off in a hurry. If you've a mind to deliver that letter to his brother, you'd best make for the Carpenters' Guild, and quickly. Oh, I simply cannot wait to see what magic Master Jandalane will work upon these locks for my wedding day. Back to Gridania. Adora Ball. I get it. I don't see Jandalane. I can scarce believe the tales that Master Beaton tells. Have the years away from Ishgard truly changed my brother so? Looking for Jandalane, are you? As I just told his brother, the man conducted his business, then went on his way. Ah, how can my brother so flippantly forsake duty and family? It makes not a whit of sense. Perhaps not to you. It would seem you have thoroughly convinced yourself that Jandalane is the one best suited for this duty you would ask of him. You would suggest he is not? I will not stand by while you besmirch my brother's good name. While it is true that in recent days he is little more than a glorified beard trimmer, I saw Jandelaine serve as our father's right hand since he was scarcely a man grown. He was the very paragon of duty and honour, an example to all around him. Calm yourself, boy. I hold your brother in the highest esteem. It is precisely for this reason that I speak as I do. Allow me to tell you a tale. Once upon a time there lived a young carpenter. He was possessed of some talent and great zeal for his craft, and his masters were convinced that the boy would come to great things in the guild. But the road to success is fraught with many perils. After suffering the loss of a close friend, the youth began to lose his way. Racked with despair, he let both mind and body go to waste. His close-cropped coif grew to a rampant snarl, obstructing his field of vision and getting tangled in his hands as he wielded his hammer. His work suffered, and his masters began to ask if he might not consider another profession. One day, as he shambled to the workshop, he was ambushed by a strange man wielding twin blades. Before he could even realise what was happening, his tangled locks lay on the ground in a scattered heap. In that moment, he came to a realisation. Thanking the man for his services, he returned to his workshop. As if by magic, the youth wielded his tools with a newfound focus and confidence. Works of surpassing quality emerged from his hands, and he reclaimed his status as the guild's rising star. Today, he stands before you as Timber Master, wearing his hair in the same fashion as he did the day of his rebirth. Plant a sapling in the Twelveswood, and one day it shall grow into a mighty oak. Plant it on a snowy crag in Curthis, and it is not like to survive the first winter. If you would seek out your brother, pray consider these words. You will find him at the Alchemist's Guild in Uldar. I thank you, my good man. While I cannot say that the moral of the tale is immediately clear to me, I will take some time to ponder your words on my journey. Fare thee well. This game looks like a lot of fun. Is it very graphics intensive? No, not really. There's a lot of graphics options as well. Like a sturdy cedar, growing strong and true, that boy. But allow cedar to dry over much, and it is quick to splinter and shatter. You seek Jandelaine too, yes? Pray watch over this brother of his. I trust this journey will take him further than he can even imagine. And send my regards to Severian. Hey, we get to go talk to Severian. Jandelaine presiding over his lands from the cold, vast chambers of a manse in Ishgard. If one were to plant an island palm amidst the snowy drifts of Ishgard, I wonder how it might fare. Uldar. Yeah, this game's great. And there's a free trial that you can play to see how well your computer runs it. You can play for free all the way up to level 60 with the critically acclaimed expansion Heavensward included. Yeah, like all this content I've done is all from the free trial. But the free trial does have some restrictions, like you can't join guilds. Severian. This stubborn fool will tell me nothing. I dare say conversing with the walls of Snowcloak will prove more fruitful. Hey, Rise? An attempt was made at the copy pasta, yup. Hey, Agnica. You're level capping in the free trial. Paladin already level 60. Oh, wow. Well done. Congrats. Oh, time to level another class. How about all of them? You too come in search of Jandelaine. Do I look like the man's mother? He had business here, and that business is now done. He has moved on, and I suggest the two of you do the same. I need not tell you that I'm a busy man. How many times must I repeat myself? Simply tell me where my brother has gone, and I will be glad to leave you to your dabblings and tinkerings. I beg of you, friend, talk some sense into this man. Surely in your capacity as the Post Moogle's assistant, your words carry some authority? The order could come from the Sultana herself, and I would say nothing. Sending a man of such rare genius off to some musty, dreary Ishgardian manse? Why, the mere thought makes my blood boil. If you care so much for your family, Demens, go defend it yourself. Would that I could, but I fear I am not, and never have been, my brother's equal. Yes, any half-wit could see that. Jandalane is possessed of both a brilliant mind and an insatiable curiosity, a combination I have rarely seen in any but myself. You, on the other hand, are about as sharp as a sack of rocks, and half as interesting. If there's anyone fit to being bound by the stuffy traditions of your homeland, I dare say it's you. But wait. Yes, of course. I take back everything I said earlier. By all means, go seek out your brother. Indeed, I urge you to do so with all haste. Okay. Jandalane set off for the Adventurers Guild in Limsa Laminsa. Make your way there at once, lest I pour some acid down your trousers to speed you on your way. Ahem. I know not what led to this change of heart, my good man, and yet I thank you for seeing reason. Good day. Severian's a weird one. The boy is a fool, but he is an amusing fool, which I must say is the best kind. And you, what are you still doing here? Were you not after Jandalane yourself? Off to Limsa with you. I suspect there will be quite the show, and you will not want to be late. Alright. Ah, that's where we first met him, isn't it? That little spot. The Aft Castle. Here he is, finally. He's all posed and ready to go. I've travelled long and far, and finally I've found you. Do you hear me, brother? Father needs our help, and none save you can follow in his proud footsteps. A letter? For me? As you can see, I am somewhat occupied at the moment. But for you, darling, anything. All this to deliver a letter. Remarkable friend, to travel the realm thrice over to deliver my missive to my brother. You are a true exemplar to messengers everywhere. Well spoken, brother mine. I have found myself quite taken with this adventure as well. It is as if we share a mind. If you feel this way, brother, then why do you resist your calling? Father needs you. I need you. How long do you intend to persist in this folly? When did you become such a dreadful bore, dear brother? Have the chill winds of our homeland frozen the heart that once beat inside you? I'm simply answering the call of family and duty, a call that I ask you to heed as well. You are the eldest son. None save you can carry on the family line. In these 5 years, the child I knew has grown into a man, and yet there is an unsightliness about you. This meekness, this timidity, does not befit you. My hands tingle in disgust. Uh-oh, he's gonna give him a haircut. Brother? What is this you say? Just as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! Egads, no! Yes. Oh my god! What happened? hair extensions woven from the tail hair of a jet-black eastern steed, a moustache plucked from a mighty behemoth's mane. Tell me, brother, how do you feel? Why? Gillifresne Reborn. His name's hard. Gwillifresne. Why, it is as if the shadows of self-doubt have been purged from my soul, cast away by the light of a singular, unwavering confidence. Where once stood a faltering child, now stands a man brave and bold. Who knew that long locks and facial hair could be so empowering? It is as if I have died and been born anew. Just so, brother. You were always meant to follow in Father's footsteps, just as I was to pursue this path of my own. I have simply brought out the man that was always inside you. A most happy name day to a brother reborn. The words of Masters Beaton and Severian. It all seems so clear now. Good gods, how could I have been so blind? Forgive me for making mock of your art, brother. The people of this realm need you, that much is clear. Worry not for father, or for our lands. Yes, I shall return to Ishgard and do our family proud. For all those years that I looked to my brother with admiration, I never truly comprehended his greatness until this day. For this, I have you to thank, friend, till our paths cross again. That was great. And we got a voucher for another free visit from the aesthetician. He's the hairdresser, basically. Level 11! Yeah. I'm glad there was another quest involving Jandelane. He's a fun character. Alright, now to the Gladiators Guild. Friends the Fair. Gladiators Guild. Hello. Oh, that's a lot of people. What's going on here? Boo-boo Doga. The spectacular specimens arrayed before you are the finest to grace the blood sands. What visionary could pluck these prizes from the great gaggle of gladiators clamouring for glory? Boo-boo Doga. Who else? Yeah, who else? Silent Moss the Solemn. In the crucial moments prior to a match, a gladiator must not be distracted. You have been warned. Disregard my words, and there will be repercussions. Yeah. Langloisier the Lionheart. If you're expecting me to entertain you like the boy, then piss off. Alright. Rude. Ulimbo the Sand Devil. A pretty for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Unless it's one of them new Ishtame's rings that... Oh, bugger. It's for Franz, isn't it? And what could I do for you this most beauteous evening? Shall I sign your flyer with my mark, perhaps? A stack of letters. A rough estimate puts the number of letters addressed to Gladiator Franz the Fair in this tightly bound bundle at approximately 5 score. Cease that transaction this instant, my provisional postwoman. I will not permit you to endanger the well-being of my prize gladiator. Ever the Lannister, our Bubidoga. Lately he's been more like an overly concerned father, though. With ample cause. Every day brings us more disconcerting missives from disgruntled fans and dishonoured opponents, with ever more elaborate threats. Huh, I fear not jealousy or envy from my enemies. Will them words leap from the parchment and do friends harm? What in the seven hells is that horrid stench? Uh-oh. Oh, God. The foul fruit of poisonous intent. A morbol seedling, concealed within the letters. Pray hold your breath whilst I dispose of the creature. The wages of fame and fortune, mayhap. Friends cannot help but attract the adoration of misguided souls who covet him, body and soul. Melodrama does not become you, my dear. A doe-eyed maiden's affections are no match for an opponent's blade, and both have yet to leave a mark. Ain't the womenfolk you need to fear, pretty boy, but their husbands and the sellswords what they hire to gut you in your sleep. Hells, for enough gil, I'd take the job myself. His mutinous phrasing notwithstanding, Langoisiot's suppositions are closest to mine own. The language of past letters is most telling. Your old face, pretty boy. Stay out of the Colosseum. If you step onto the blood sands again, I'll rip your head off and... Well, I needn't continue. Suffice it to say, other gladiators are whom I deem to be the most likely culprits. If so, then these fine upstanding gentlemen and women are more than welcome to seek recompense in the Colosseum. Anyway, I've heard enough. I must clear my head before the match. Pretty boy's got the right idea there. Think I'll have a drink before we go to work. Come now, you have to admit that was awfully suspicious. Are you sure Lang ain't behind the threats? He's obviously jealous of Franz's popularity. I will not attempt to speak to his feelings. That said, Langloisiot and his brethren committed many terrible crimes in the Black Shroud. He may have since paid his dues, but how far can we trust a man such as he? After running afoul of the Brass Blade some time ago, Langloisiot was declared a Noxious. I was fortunate enough to witness an early performance, during which his glorious potential became apparent to me. A Noxious? I don't think I've heard that term before in this game. Hence I saw him properly armed and given into my care, where he flourished, like all my charges, and earned enough to purchase his freedom. In any case, I firmly believe that these letters are the work of others. Moreover, I am certain that these cretins will make further attempts to harass Franz, or worse, which is why I would engage your services, good postwoman, to ensure his safety. I should not be surprised if our enemies attempt to masquerade as devoted fans in order to gain access to Franz. Therefore, I would have you investigate our fans surreptitiously to see if any are behaving suspiciously. Post these placards on the walls of the Colosseum and distribute these flyers to fans on the steps of Nald. If you notice aught out of the ordinary, pray inform me, and we shall discuss our next move. Sure, I delivered the letters, but I guess I'll get involved in this. On the blood sands? I'd trust him, no question. Anywhere else? Hells no. Men are not one to change, particularly when they continue to be rewarded for their faults. Observe closely the reactions of the fans as you post the placards and distribute the flyers. If these fiends detest Franz as much as I believe, your actions may drive them to reveal their intent. Or perhaps, like the others, you think Langloisiot responsible. I think not, and for one unassailable reason. Langloisiot was once condemned to the Marasaja pit for ghastly, violent crimes. It was that self-same propensity for violence which saw him declared a Noxious and earned him his freedom. If truly he wished to do Franz harm, he would be far more direct, I should think. That makes sense. Franz fanatic. The match is almost upon us, boys, so make sure you know the chants by heart. And don't let me catch either of you sober when the match starts. This is a goddamn fight, not a bleeding service at the ossuary. Colosseum placard. A notice informing the paying public of an upcoming gladiatorial match featuring one Franz the Fair, and some other fighter whose name is not important. Would you look at that, boys? A new Franz the Fair placard. Caw, look at the beauties they drew cheering him on. He's swiving your wife, he's swiving your wife. Franz the Fair, he's swiving your wife. That's quite a chant. Pay me no mind, good madam. I am but another adoring fan of Franz the Fair. Like you, I presume? I would certainly never engage in untoward activities in the pursuit of my hobbies. Sure. Is that a new Franz the Fair placard? Calm yourself, fool. When the time is right, we shall remove it from the wall and add it to the collection. Oh, I see. Wait, what is this sensation? Is someone watching us? No, not us. We are of no concern to anyone. It is the placard they want, like we do. Scary people. Scary. Where's this? Just outside. Okay. What to get for the man who has everything? Oh, is that a Friends of Fair flyer in your hand? I must have it. Notice informing the paying public of an upcoming gladiatorial match featuring one Friends the Fair. The number of exclamation points used on the leaflet suggests the printer may have charged by the character. Look at the way the artist has captured his trademark grin. How he glares at his opponents with disdain. I cannot wait to see this vision become reality in the arena, wielding his... Oh, that should be splendid. I shall send him the finest sword money can buy. I shall have the sword inscribed with my name as well, so that he never forgets the name of his beloved benefactor. Hello. I kill you and make you die. Alright, good luck. More than a few gladiators take after Franz the Fair, like this fellow here. Of course, there's no substitute for the real thing. Take a flyer. Oh my, I had no idea Franz was fighting so soon. I was so taken with his imitation that I nearly missed the genuine article. What to wear, what to wear. I must prepare the perfect ensemble to catch his eye and seduce him from... Oh, did you feel that? I just had the strangest sensation that someone was staring daggers at us. Who was it? Oh gods, I know what it is. Another woman must have overheard my plan, and now she plots to ruin me. Well, I won't let that sway me from my mission. Mark my words. Franz will be mine. Well, it sounds like he's enjoying the attention, so... I never noticed that huge sword there. Looks like a Dark Knight sword. So tell me, did you notice Artemis? Aside from the usual shenanigans preceding a Colosseum match, that is. I see. Well, it so happens that I sorted through the remainder of Franz's mail and found a score of new threatening letters. I had no choice but to inform Silent Moss and Ulimbo, who were so overwhelmed with concern that they took to the streets in search of their companion. While we await their return, I would have you continue your covert surveillance of the Colosseum by consorting with our more prestigious guests as my representative. You may begin with Lady Genevieve. Extend to her your warmest welcome on my behalf, but remain ever vigilant to your surroundings. Lady Genevieve, that name's familiar. There are few who revel in the spectacle of blood sport as Lady Genevieve, afford her every courtesy, and welcome her as one would welcome a sultana. However, do not lose sight of your true purpose. You must remain vigilant for any would-be assailants. Genevieve, who was that? Oh. That's right, I remember doing a side quest where I had to pick up her change for her or something. Do you expect me to welcome your intrusion? You will know that I do not. / welcome. Save your pleasantries for another time. My beloved friends shall walk upon the blood sand soon, and I would not miss his triumphant return for the world. Ah! That voice just now, from the steps of Nold. Some misfortune must have befallen that low-bred Mikote. It is past time, I say. She is not fit to fight alongside my friends. I've never understood why Franz needs to fight alongside others in the first place. He's more than capable of dispatching his foes in a beauteous fashion, single-handedly. Where is she? Oh, I'm fine. One of the bastard's partners must have cracked me on the head from behind. Still can't see straight, but I saw well enough. Franz was walking towards Emerald Avenue, and Lang was following him in a distance. How could he? After everything that Franz and Bubidoga did for him. Even Mumopo can't fight his way out of a sentence. If it wasn't for Franz, Lang would have died anoxious. And that's what'll happen if he's fool enough to kill Franz. But you won't let him, will ya? Sure, lady, I'm just the post lady. Don't worry about me, worry about Franz. Find Lang before he does something foolish. Up here, okay. You're lucky I'm also the Warrior of Light. I'll go sort this out. Oh, hey, Kippy. Hello. You still here? You can relive the event, A Nocturne for Heroes, via the Seasonal Event Replay feature. That's cool. You can replay it if you've already done it. That's the FF15 event. Someone playing music. Got a little crowd listening to it. I would stop and listen, but the last time I listened to someone playing music, my YouTube VOD got flagged. Oh, music rights are a freaking nightmare. No choice. Too many innocents. It was all we could do to defend ourselves. What in the seven hells are you blabbering about? Kill Franz? Did the girl take a tumble and bash her noggin? We were wrong, postwoman. Langlucia was tracking the gladiators, hunting Franz. It would seem he's been keeping watch over the boy since the moment he left the guild. Pretty boy's got talent, but he's raw. Knows how to deal with enemies he can see, but hasn't an inkling how to deal with those he can't. So as I make a habit of following him from time to time. Of course, he's a slippery one, and often gets away. Credit for this particular failure goes not to Franz, though. The gladiators noticed our presence. We were unprepared, and there were too many innocents. Sod it. I ain't making excuses. All I wanted to do was keep him safe. I owe him that much. Gil, ale, women. Tain't naught compared to freedom. A man what helps you win that is a man you owe for life. Oi, postwoman. You're the only one still standing. Help an old horse son keep his honour, and go after the pretty boy. Him and the others went out the gate of Nold. They wore masks and fought with the fury of Colosseum gladiators. We will need time to recover. More than me body, me pride's in a bad way. Is this what post people normally do in this universe? You'll know them by their masks and their tempers. Be careful. Quit dallying and go after the boy. They went out the gate of Nold. Which one was the gate of Nold? That one. Nice. Whee! Now, where are they? Aha. Keep forgetting how good the music is here. An unbeauteous presence. I've had it up to here with you people. Friends of the pretty boy, eh? Slice and dice you. Grr. Oh, another one. Bleh. So unbeauteous. How all my friends have suffered for my sake. But you, good postwoman, you were magnificent in battle. Beauteous even. More so than me, to be sure. How did you become such as you are? I must know. My fans, they cheer for me. They believe me beautiful. Yet, in truth, I could never live up to their expectations if put to a true test. Long have I suspected that the Syndicate conspires to have my party face lesser opponents to ensure our victory. So when I learned of the gladiators' threats, I was overjoyed. I stoked the fires of their jealousy to invite an attack. Long had I craved a true challenge, and soon I would have it. 'Twas to be my quest alone. None were to be involved, much less hurt. Alas, out of fear for my safety, all have suffered on my account. Bugger me. If you wanted a beating, all you had to do was ask. Hells, I have a mind to give him one anyway. There's to be no more moping or sneaking about. Is that clear? The crisis of confidence is hardly warranted, Franz. You're a formidable gladiator, not to mention the soul of this team. God's damn right. We weren't trying to protect you because we thought you were weak. We were doing it because that's what your mates are supposed to do. You hearing all this, Prince of the Blood Sands? The pride of Uldar? The suave southern dandy? Quit contemplating your navel and accept that you're pretty damn good at this gladiator business. Yeah, I am pretty damn good, aren't I? Beauteous even. I don't know what came over me. And with that, I believe it is time for your beauteous return to the shores of Gladiatoriana. I'll fight in this match solo. The others are in no condition to participate. And just like that, he regresses and attempts to shoulder the burden by himself once more. Lest you forget, I am also pretty good at this conjury business. Those weaklings in the Colosseum don't stand a chance against us, even as we are now. Let's just earn our pay and get back to the training grounds. Try not to be too efficient. Remember that it's not about if you win, but how you win. The style, the improvisation. Give the crowd something to remember. Then you may return to Halatali. Say, you should come and join us afterwards, postwoman. I would love nothing more than to pit my beauteous skills against yours. Aye, aye. Halatali ain't as glamorous as the Blood Sands, but I guarantee you'll have a grand old time. Aww. That was a sweet ending. Level 12! And that was that. Halatali. They kept talking about Halatali. Are they part of Halatali hard mode, maybe? Let me just go check. Boom, boom. Halatali hard mode. Because at the end of that, you fight a group of gladiators. Was that them, maybe? Oh, this wiki page doesn't say. Maybe they are the final boss of Halatali hard mode. That would be a very cool little tie-in. You know what, let's just go with that. You go have a nice little fight with them. Alright, let's go see if their manager is still in the Gladiators Guild. Then we'll go back to the Post Moogle. Blue quest. This is where the samurai quests are, strangely enough. Look, he's not here anymore. Oh, hello. Oh hey, she's talking about the events of 2.55. No further need to skulk about, eh? Not that there was much before, but you can hardly accuse someone of murder when the victim is alive and well. How are you? Anything new to say? Don't think that's new. Alright, back to Limsire. Yeah, so that was the original set of post-Moogle quests. Right, so now there's 3 from patch 2.4. Have you played Red Mage or Gunbreaker? Those were the classes you wanted to play. I've played a little bit of them. I haven't leveled them very much yet, but they're pretty cool. I especially like Red Mage. I think that's one of my favourite DPS classes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, you're on the free trial? Did you want like a quick demonstration of their abilities? I can do that for you if you like. I haven't done their quests yet, but I can just show you like the base kit they come with. Yeah, cool. Alright, I'll do that once we pick up these quests. Death of a mailman. The Deputy Post Moogle's trust in you must surely grow, for a letter between seed seers is serious business indeed. An assistant in need is an assistant indeed, Kupo. Your postal career has been a series of pleasant surprises. What a journey you've had, from dubious to glorious. A very special honour awaits you today, Kupo. This letter is from none other than Eorzea, the youngest of the 3 Seed Seers. And of all people, it's addressed to his sister, Eorzea. From one Pedjo to another, Kupo. How about that? We are travelling in high society. Never did I expect to trust an assistant with a letter of such import, but you exceed all expectations. I know both of those characters. We move in exalted circles, Kupo. Or rather, you do. No dawdling now, if you please. Alright, just going to go to a training dummy, just show off some abilities. Summerford Farms, that's the quickest way to get to a training dummy from here. Yeah, Red Mage is very cool. I love it a lot. Oops, not Summoner? Summoner? Red Mage. Where's the dummies? Dummies! Yeah, Red Mage is really fun. It's got a casting phase, and then you build up 2 different kinds of mana in your meter, your white mana and your black mana. And once that's high enough, you dive in with a melee combo, which gets powered up by the mana. Yeah, so your casting phase is oops, I messed it up already. Yes, we're using kind of a white mage ability, well, not really white, a white magic, which is Ver Arrow, and black magic, which is Ver Thunder. And these 2 have long cast times, so you never want to hard cast them like this. Instead, Red Mage is a thing where after you cast a spell, your next spell is instant cast. So you use Jolt, and now I can instantly cast one of these 2. So this one will give me white mana, and this one will give me black mana. Yeah, so you kind of go, you do Jolt and then one of the 2 depending on what mana you want. That's the basics. Both of them have a chance to proc their own respective special thing. This one's Verse Stone, so now I can cast this. Rock! And now once again I can do an instant cast that. And the Black Mage one has a chance to proc Ver Fire. And then again I've gone into instant cast territory. Yeah, so you kind of just you use one ability and then your next one's instant cast. That's kind of the flow. A cast thing, an instant cast. And you're looking out for procs on these as well. There's your fire. I'm going to do a white ability, get some mana. Yeah, so see that that's lit up now. I've got enough mana stockpiled. I can go in and do an enhanced combo. So you've actually got a gap closer you can use for that, which goes woo! Let me do 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, and that ate up all our mana. Now we can use this to hop back out. Now we go back to casting. Yeah, so that's the basics of Red Mage at the moment. Pretty cool. You can't get the full version since it's not available in your country. Oh, sorry to hear that, Agnika. Is there any way you can buy it from overseas to get the code, or? Oh, there's also this ability you can weave in whenever you want. Fletch. Just another cool thing to do. Yeah. And you've got the Aoe combo, which is similar kind of concept, but kind of backwards. So you've got a white magic ability, Ver Arrow. And a black magic ability, which is Ver Thunder. And they, of course, they proc your instant cast thing, which we use on Scatter. Because Scatter's got a long cast time. Ver Thunder. Scatter. Ver Arrow. Scatter. Ver Thunder. Scatter. And then, what was Enhanced Molinet? Deals unexpected damage. I got this one from leveling up. Okay, yeah, that's an AoE spender. Yeah, Red Mage is cool. I really like it. I haven't played it much in dungeons. I've just done some side quests to get leveled up a couple times. It's cool though. Probably one of my favourite DPSs, so I need to play it more. Hey, Nora, how are ya? Need a Visa and credit card. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't accept PayPal for the subscription. Yeah. That is a shame. Can you spend PayPal on Amazon to get the game time cards? Maybe? Yes, that's Red Mage. Gunbreaker, I've barely touched since I unlocked it, so let me just bear with me while I remember how this works. That's my ranged attack. Alright, so we got the 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's my 1, 2, 3 combo. Okay, and doing the number 3 of that combo adds a cartridge. Let's do it again. Get another cartridge. Alright, then we can spend the cartridge on Burst Strike. Boom! And we can also spend it on a whole new 1, 2, 3 combo. Which looks like this. Okay, so you got 2 different 1, 2, 3 combos essentially. Yes, this one's got a cooldown, so essentially we want to use that. We want to prioritise that when we have a cartridge. And extra cartridges we spend on Burst Strike. And what else? Danger Zone, just an instant ability. Rough Divide. Oh, this is a jumping attack. That's pretty fun. Whee! 1, 2, 3, get a cartridge. Spend that on the other 1, 2, 3. Sonic Break. That one's a dot. Interesting. It's just a dot we can put on the target. Oh, it's got a long cooldown. Okay. What else do we have? No Mercy. Increases damage dealt by 20%. Cool. Just more damage. Sounds fun to me. Other 1, 2, 3. Okay, seems pretty simple at the moment. Grants regen to target. I can put a heal on someone. It's interesting. Camouflage increases parry rate. Camouflage. Give someone a heal, which I did it to myself, but... Nebula reduces damage taken by 30%. Super Bolide. This is the the funny one that freaks out your healer. Reduces your HP to 1 and makes you impervious to most attacks for 8 seconds. 1 HP. That's funny. Boom. And so far my AoE is Demon Slice and Demon Slaughter. Oh, that gives me a cartridge as well. Yeah, that's Gunbreaker so far. I've basically unlocked it, and that's all I've done with it. And set up the action bars. It starts at level 60, so... Seems like fun though, I'll have to play more of that. Sadly, the cool part of Gunbreaker doesn't unlock until 70. What do you get at 70? Continuation. Allows the firing of successive rounds with your gunblade. Gnashing Fang may be followed by Jugular Rip. Savage Claw may be followed by Abdomen Tear. Okay, interesting. Can't wait to see what that looks like. Can only be executed when ready to rip. Can only be executed when ready to tear. And when ready to gouge. Rip and tear and gouge. Alright, anyway, let's go back to delivering letters. I'm gonna be red mage actually. I'm in a red mage mood. Camp Tranquil. There's our off CD skills. Oh, nice, nice. That's cool. So you're doing it other 1, 2, 3 combo and weaving in those other abilities. Man, that sounds cool. Oh, the classes are so fun in this game. Alright, hello. She's the one we did our white mage quests with. Ever does it hearten me to see your face, Melchan, though this time less than others. Come, we've our roles to play in this mummer's farce. Give me my letter. Oh, okay, what's going on? Important letter. A handwritten missive from Eorzea to his sister Eorzea. Oh, okay. What's going on? And there it is, the letter from my brother. Thank you for the delivery, and the certainty. No delivery could be of graver import than a missive between two of the seed seers. Yet, here stands a mere assistant letter carrier, not the deputy post Moogle. Curious, is it not? Brother? What are you calling a mere assistant letter carrier? I'm a white mage. We are in rare accord, dear sister. There is something amiss with the post Moogle, a secret sorrow that has driven him from his duty. You are bemused, Melchan, and soon to grow vexed for want of an account. Know that this deception was not for your benefit. It is the deputy post Moogle that concerns us. He has seemed rather derelict in his duties, and so we laid this test for him. If naught were amiss, he would be here now in your stead. Ah. In truth, we have seen little of the good Moogle lately. We fear for him, yet he fears to show himself. What secret does he keep from his seed seers and his friends? If he fears to even show himself, this secret must keep itself poorly indeed. All we need is to look at him and we'd know. We would have your aid, Melchan. The work of a post Moogle is of too great an import to leave to chance. We must bring the post Moogle out of hiding, into the light of truth. Take this letter to him, good adventurer. Tell him not of us, not a word. Tell him this letter comes from a twin adder soldier, and must be delivered to a sylph of ill repute in the East Shroud. You will beg the post Moogle for aid. Tell him that in your callousness you cannot find the destination. His vanity shall push him out, and his affection for you will pull him in. Directly to Little Solace, where he shall find us instead of the wicked sylph. We'll settle this once and for all. I'm interested. What's up with the post Moogle? Is he okay? Give this letter to the deputy post Moogle if you would solve this mystery. Bring him to Little Solace, and we shall see into the heart of him. Deputy post Moogle. The registration code. So there's codes for game time cards, but then there's also codes to buy the game, which I'm not sure how that works on Amazon. I assume they would have to send you the game, the code. Like even when I bought the game straight off of the Square Enix store, they still just send you the code and then you have to go punch the code into the MOG station, which was kind of silly, but yeah. Did the delivery go as it should? Such an important letter, such exalted company. How I miss Kupo. What's this? A difficult letter to deliver, did you say? Letter to a sylph. part of a not-so-elaborate plan to draw forth the Postmaster Moogle from his postmaster spot of hiding. A letter from a twin Adder soldier to Deluxio? A most notorious sylph, Kupo. You were right to come to me. This is a difficult delivery indeed. But I am not familiar with Moonspore Grove, Kupo. I barely know the name. Moonspore Stove? Clove? No idea where to find this Deluxio. None. I wish I could help, but I regret to tell you I cannot. I simply cannot go with you to Moonspore Grove, Kupo. Why not? Because, Kupo. Because out in the grove there may be spores. Yes, that's right. I have allergies, Kupo. Oh, but if my assistant needs me, I suppose I must go. Deliveries must be made, and sacrifices too. Very well, at Little Solace we shall meet. Let us go then, you and I, where the moon spores fly. Together we shall seek Deluxio, Kupo. I shall meet you at Little Solace. Then together we shall seek Deluxio, Kupo. Rum. How now? Where is the Post Moogle? It is not like him to be so late. Something is amiss with him, well and truly. Could it be that he has sensed our presence? That he dares not meet the Seed Seers? He is near, sister. Beyond that, I cannot say exactly where he is. And the elementals. Something has them stirring. If he will not come to us, we shall go to him. Brother, you and I are for the Bramble Patch. Melchan, you shall seek the Post Moogle near the Hawthorn Hut. I like this not, Melchan. I said something diminished about the Post Moogle's presence. Aid him. Be his friend. I'm worried about this poor little Moogle. Rum. Oh, no! Moogle! You sense death about to strike. That's not very nice. Leave him alone. He's just a cute Moogle. Oh, more! Nope, wrong spell. Boom! Aww. My faithful assistant. Thank you, Kupo. I had just lain down for a nap when those things took me unawares. But everything is fine, fine. Come, we must go to Little Solace, Kupo. How now? For someone working so little these days, you seem awfully tired. Did you think you could deceive the Padjuls, Deputy Post Moogle? Raya, Kupo, and Aaron, and why are you all here? Please don't look at me, don't! I shall look at whomever in however manner I see fit. Though I may say that privilege does not extend to everyone in present company. My apologies. My humblest apologies, Seed Seers. I am not very well, Kubo. With your leave, I must return to my home. Your home is here in the Twelveswood, Deputy Post Moogle. And if you think your friends would allow you to fly on those shredded wings, you must think very little of us indeed. It was a windmill, was it not? Your life has been in the Twelveswood. How could you know of such structures? You managed to survive the collision, but the injury was great. Oh, you poor brave fool. That was why you suddenly took on an assistant. 'Twas so you might heal. Why would you not tell us? Not seek our help? Why hide your hurts from my brother and me, and this good adventurer? You withheld it even from your fellow Moogles. Please, please don't take away my cap and satchel, Kubo. Please, it's my life. If I can't be a post Moogle, I don't want to live, Kubo. Please, please don't ground me. My faithful assistant understands, Kubo. I beg you, help me. Tell them not to ground me. Please let him stay on the job. I can handle things until he recovers. I don't think they're going to fire him. They just want him to heal up. Until he recovers, yeah. Do I understand you correctly? You will serve as needed, without being named the deputy letter carrier yourself, so that the honour of the post remains with your injured friend? The rest may be enough to mend his injuries, or it may not. Still, do we not owe that much to our friend? And I shall personally look into Moogle medicine for a cure. What would we not do for a friend in need? Whether adventurer or seed seer, we are all your friends. And you are the Deputy Post Moogle still, grounded or no. But you will rest, or I shall know the reason why. And Melchan is to keep the letters flying to all reaches of the realm. The Moogles shall also help. Any small deliveries within the Twelveswood are your honoured responsibility, my good Moogles. But sister, surely we need more carriers for letters leaving the Twelveswood. Melchan is an adventurer with other duties, after all. My brother is right. Moogles, send word to your cohorts throughout the forest. We seek post Moogles with hearts stout enough to face the wider world. Now, my dear Deputy Post Moogle, we must tend to your injuries. Melchan, you are no longer an assistant, but a carrier grown. See to your duties, and to the novices who will look to you for aid. Someone needs to take that bag from him. He's not going to heal while carrying that around. Level 13! You have been recognised for your past achievements and promoted from an assistant to a full letter carrier. Remember that every delivery you complete helps the Deputy Post Moogle cling to his reason to live. And congratulations on your promotion. You obtained 3,000 gil. Nice. Alright, where's the next one start? I assume back in Limsa? Poor little Post Moogle. So was he delivering everything himself? Because dang. That's a lot of work. All in the family. Deputy Post Moogle will task you with an urgent delivery to Little Alamigo. Why, if it isn't just the adventurer I was waiting for, Kubo, have I got an assignment and a half for you today? Why you? Because, my friend, there is no one better suited for the task. I hold in my pouch a letter with your name on it. Not literally, of course. I meant simply that I have a missive for Hihira in Little Alamigo and would have you take it to her. It's from her father, and I've been told it must go out, post-haste. Why aren't you laughing? Anyhow, Hihira is as lovely a girl as you'd ever wish to meet, wise in the ways of alchemy, and so kind she gives away medicine to ailing Alamegan refugees, and free of cost, no less. But Hihira has known almost no rest on her crusade, and I worry she's working herself into the ground. It would break a post-Moogle's heart to deliver a letter with ill tidings to such a saint. So if the message brings anything but joy to Hihira, would you be a dear and aid her with every ounce of strength you have, Kupo? Dual personalities. The Deputy Post-Moogle has a demanding yet satisfying assignment for you. Why, if it isn't my obedient trusted assistant. Back for more? I've got something a little more demanding for you this time. It's nothing less than a demand for satisfaction, Kupo. That's right. Fiebres the Dull wants a duel with Anselm Larkscall. To the death, no doubt. They're a pair of the most barnacle-brained pirates that ever got washed ashore. They're always cracking each other's heads open over something or other down in Candlekeep Quay. When Anselm's at a loose end, which is the majority of the time, you'll find him loitering around Limsa Leminsa. So go and say hello, and make sure he gets Fiebres' challenge. And don't forget, a prudent post person always sees his mission through to the bitter end. Good luck, Kupo. Okay, not sure what to think of that one. What are you still lounging about here for? It's rude to keep a lady waiting. Get to little Alamigo quick as you can, and give Hihira the letter, Kupo. Ours is not to reason why, my dear. If Fiebres wants to send his gauntlets by post, it is a post-Moogle's duty to deliver them. Or to delegate the task to a passing lackey. Thanks. You're sure to find Anselm loitering somewhere around Limsa Leminsa. Okay, let's do the little Alamigo one first. Rum. What a pleasant surprise, my friend. I've been so enthralled with learning about Alamegan remedies, I've quite forgotten when last we spoke. So tell me, what brings you here today? What? A letter from my father? An urgent message written by Hihibaru to his only daughter. Yeah, so I did some side quests for her, where she's been trying to get medicine to these Alamegan refugees, but they didn't trust her, and so she was like learning about their culture and their remedies and their medicine to help them out. It was kind of sweet, actually. Dearest daughter, I fear I am not long for this world. My belly grows worse with every passing day, and I have something I must give you before my time here draws to a close. Oh, I had no idea my father was ill, let alone with a mortal ailment of the stomach. Our relationship is fraught, I shan't deny it, but neither will I idly watch him die. Why, I just learned of a remedy that ought to be potent enough to cure even the green rot, and I need only trader vetch roots to brew it. Milchan, gather me some from Zanrak to the south. 3 bunches, please. I would give all I have to do the plucking myself, but I fear the Amolja would make terribly short work of one so weak as I. What have the long bells spent studying Alamegan medicine been for, if not this? I swear to you, my father will not perish, not if I have aught to say about it. I've no hope of saving my father without them. Trader Vetch Roots. Okay. Interesting name. Rum. Ah, just over here. Not far. Hello. Pew pew. Red mage goes zap. I expected to get attacked while doing that, but nope. Rum. Anyway, I'm back. I am most relieved to see you have returned unharmed. And what of the trader vetch roots? The thick taproot of the trader vetch, a hardy shrub that commonly grows in deserts and other arid landscapes. Thank goodness! Though it will take no small amount of time to grind and steep these tubers, at least now I can complete my draft. Yet I find little comfort in that thought. Visions of my father all alone and in agony weigh all too heavily upon my mind for that. He is simply too proud to ask for aid of those around him, especially now he has put home behind him to organise his merchants from Highbridge. Please, Melchan, would you go and be a friend to him where no one else can? I promise I shan't be more than a few malms behind you with the remedy. I just need a few short bells to complete my remedy. Remedy. Won't you keep my father company until then? You are sure to find him in Eastern Thanalan, at the foot of Highbridge. Please await me there. I will not be long, I promise. Highbridge. Square Enix store accepts PayPal. Ah, nice. Did not know that. That's good. Yeah, the Square Enix store is kind of a mess. Trying to buy the game was a lot of effort. Welcome back, my friend. I knew you weren't immune to the lure of fine merchandise. Mayhap I can interest you in a... Dear me, why do you look like one bound for the Lich Yard? Slow down. A fatal ailment of the stomach? Me? Gods be good. This is certainly the first I'm hearing of it. Father, I have it. The remedy is done. Hihihara. Hihira. Bless my soul. What brings you to these parts? I came to deliver the remedy. Please, you must drink it quickly, lest its effects be lessened. For you, my dear, I would swig anything swiftly. Just allow me one small question beforehand. A remedy for what, exactly? It's an Alamegan infusion for your stomach, which does still ail you, does it not? Ah, yes, of course. That ailment. My girl, I'm afraid it troubles me terribly. A man can only take so much pain in one lifetime, and I'm near ready to cry mercy. It's my own damned fault, always blinded by pride and the glitter of gil as I was. Thole take me. I was so sure business would take root and grow mighty in this wasteland. But I have little and less to show for the years I've poured into this place. To call what I make every moon a pittance does injustice to the word. Why, merely opening my ledgers has me doubled over grasping my stomach in pain. Things have grown so dismal, I might even give up being a merchant. My life is near over. What? What? What's what, dearest? Your life is near over. As a merchant? That's all? You have no mortal sickness of the stomach, nor are you headed for an early grave? An early grave? Why would you possibly think that? Ah, but I'd forgotten you make every molehill into a mountain, Hihira. Really, my girl, you ought to have a thicker skin by now. I was merely concerned for your health, father. Good gods, no one has ever perished from a stomachache. But no matter. I am glad you're here, even if you've come on a fool's errand. I've a gift for you. Please take it. No. What's that? Speak up, Hihira. I want nothing from you now, nor anything to do with you ever again. What in the name of the 12 has gotten into her? Well, she was scared you were dying and she made a remedy, and then you laughed at her. But I never meant... Good gods, is that really what I wrote? Hihira has the right of it then. I've been a complete arse of a father, leading her so astray with that letter. What was I thinking, calling her too sensitive? Full take me. I must find her at once and apologise. But which way did she... Bloody hells! Hihira just ran due south, straight towards an Eorzea encampment. Adventurer, please! You must follow her and keep her safe from those lizard men. Alright. The post-Moogles of this world. They must put in a lot of work. Why in the 7 hells are you still here? Scour Drybone for Hihira before the Eorzea find her. Oh, too late. That's okay though. I'm a red mage. Boom. I'm very bad at looking out for these crocs. Gotcha. Thank you, Melchan. Gods, what possessed me to come here? I was a fool for letting my father upset me so, and for blundering so near to the Eorzea. All I wish to do now is return to Little Alamigo and think things over for a spell. I suppose my father ought to know no harm has come to me, but I have no stomach for the man at the moment. Would you please tell him in my stead? Rum. I love the spinning turbines. It's so cool. Anything to sew? I think I did side quests for him to try and regrow his hair. Did not work. What of my daughter? Has something befallen her? Well? She's safe then? Thank the gods above for that. I've never been more worried in my life, nor felt such sharp pains in my belly as while I was waiting for your news. What was I to do but take a swig of that remedy Hihira brought? Let me tell you, it's amazing stuff. A mouthful eased the cramping, and a cup cleansed the pain completely. I had no idea my daughter was such an alchemical prodigy. Why, this remedy is easily worth its weight in gold. It would be criminal to waste this kind of genius, or hide such a miraculous elixir from the realm. You must ask Hihira if she can brew more. To put to market, of course. I'm not asking this to line my own coffers, mind you. No, my daughter created the best, and the whole realm will be all the better for having access to it. Just think of the lives that could be saved if the remedy were made available to all Eorzea through my network. Of course, my daughter won't believe my motives are pure, so I'd have you give her this keepsake, a favourite of my late wife's, as proof of my sincerity. She was a victim of the green rot, my wife, and for Hihira, imagine seeing the woman who bore you curled up in soiled small clothes, screaming of agony in her stomach half the time, and sobbing the other. That's the memory of her mother Hihira carries. I should have remembered that when writing the blasted letter, but being the lackwit I am, instead I sent Hihira into a panic. Little wonder calling her too sensitive made her livid. Mayhap if I hadn't poisoned our relationship, we could have avoided this ugly business altogether. If only I had not driven the girl away by calling her a naive child all those years ago. All she wanted to do was heal the ailing and little Alamigo, after all. You don't want for alchemical knowledge, but whence comes the gil for your grand crusade? I asked her. You'll die among the beggars you tried to save if you're foolish enough to pursue such lofty ideals with no coin in your pocket. Wonderful fatherly advice, eh? Thank the 12 Hihira wasn't so easily swayed by my folly. And look at the healer she's become. Crafter of remedies fit to save the realm, and trusted friend to the Alamigan refugees she lives with in ways few Uldans ever have been. Hihira has grown into as wise and kind a woman as her mother was, and hasn't got an ounce of my avarice. She's more than earned my respect, and my blessing to live as she sees fit. So when you give her this neck piece, Milchan, make her understand how proud she's made me. Aww. Hihira isn't possessed of my desire for coin, and she needs to know how proud that makes me. My father has learned I am well. Did he have aught else to say? Tarnished neckpiece. A simple band of silver links worn by Hihira's mother before she passed. Oh. How odd. I know I've seen this before, but I cannot remember where. My father is proud of me? If that be true, his heart is grown less cold and calculating, and that he kept my mother's favourite neckpiece for all this time. My mother was the gentlest of souls, all tender smiles and wise words. Why, my fondest childhood memories are of her stroking my head as I lay abed, and murmuring, "Sow compassion where you wander, and ever will kindness bloom in your wake." Were it not for my mother's teachings, I would never have learned the ways of alchemy, nor sought to save the ailing with remedies born of my study. But father never truly seemed to hear what my mother exhorted, though he asked her counsel more than I. Watching him pray so devoutly before the altar of prophet was simply more than I could bear. Yet, though I know not if I believe his promises of change, I can think of no better way to distribute my remedies than my father's network of merchants. And if his work might deliver succour to the downtrodden, am I so stubborn as to deny him the chance? I'll do it. Or I shall at least try. But by enlisting the aid of the Alamegans here in brewing the remedies, how could even the fates deny us success? And after we have made enough to put to market, father and I will finally talk. About mother, about my life after leaving home, about everything. Oh, he's so sweet. These are really nice little stories. Level 14. Got 3 cups of mulled tea. I shan't lie, Melchan. The going is slow, and I've barely enough help to brew remedy for all the sick here. Still, I feel I've taken a step on the road towards saving the ailing, and if my father can be persuaded to walk it beside me, all the better. Aww. Let's go see what her father has to say. Raining. Well, wonder if this thing has a sunroof. Ah, it's grand to have cause to ply my trade again. I'll work twice as hard as ever to make Kahira's dreams come true. And if I earn a few gil for myself along the way, well, what's the harm in that? Well, I guess we'll do this quest, and then it's getting late, so I think we might do this quest and then finish up. Alright, this one was about pirates who want to duel to the death, probably. Sounds lovely. Where? Just over here, okay? Well, hello. What's going on here? You'll pay for that. I tried, but your ma said it was on the house. Yeah. Kiss and be done with it. Agree. We are the Arty Pirates. We sail the stormy seas with bird muck on our shoulders and woodworm on our knees. You got business with me, lass? If I owe you coin, come back when these fellas are done tussling, and I'm done drinking. Whenever that may be. Ha! Challenge to the death. A not-so-gentlemanly behest for a not-so-jolly bout of mortal combat from one addle-pated pirate, Fibrous, to another, Anselm. What in the 7 hells? I've found myself some new women what make that ale wench look like a puddle of puke. You can keep her for all I care. You and her was made for each other. Fibrous, you blowhard bastard. Thinks I'm going to take that line down, does he? There's a wench down in Candlekeep Quay me and him been scrapping over for a while now. Ain't like she's a knockout or nothing, but a puddle of puke? The dog's got a nerve. Any road, I know a woman what'll blow these wenches out of his water. Oh, will blow these wenches of his out the water. We'll be needing an arbiter for our little shindig. Think you're up to the task, lass? I bet you gold to guano the scurvy cur will be hiding his head in the drowning wench. You best come quick, or you'll be mopping up his lily liver with a bar mat. What's going on? Okay. This weird little mole kind of looks like a slug or something. Oh, post Moogle isn't here. Got to finish doing our letters. Yeah, what's going on? Grrr. Grrr. You think your woman's better than mine? You're blind, man. What happened to you? Did you catch a glimpse of that ugly mug of yours in the mirror? You got here just in time, lass. Any more of this contemptible sneak shite, and I'd have gotten him like the minnow he is. So you're the arbiter this bilge rat told me about? Good day to you, lass. The name's Fibrous. There's some as call me Fibrous the Dull, but don't let the name fool you. Me wits are as sharp as me blade, and they tell me there ain't no woman better than mine. I've been trying to knock some sense into Anselm's thick skull down in Candlekeep Quay, but every time some meddlin' plank comes charging in, sticking their nose where it ain't wanted. So this time we ain't fighting with fists, but with facts. And as the only sober one between us, it's only fair you decide who's right and who's talking out their ass. Alright, this sounds fun. Alright then, me first. I'll show you the apples of me eyes, a pair of Mikote beauties, what'll put airs on your chest. Follow me down to Bulwark Hall, and I'll take me winnings. Take the elevator. Ah, these two? Be still me beating heart. Get a hold of yourself, Anselm. Don't let these sirens tempt you. Ain't that a sight for bloodshot eyes? Can't say the same myself, but you ain't seeing double. Can't see the same myself, but you ain't seeing double. There's 4 crusties. There really are 2 of them. Wrap your peepers around the Mikote twins and tell me there ain't no gods. Right after the calamity it was, a terrible tempest struck up and drove me ship against the rocks. Next thing I knew, the boiling waves were dragging me under. I woke up with an head full of snakes, a mouth full of sand, and a pair of bright voices ringing in me ears. Aye, 'twas the Mikote twins brought me back from the long sleep. Not that I knew it at the time, mark ya. One look at that coral air, that glowing skin, and those eyes you could drown a curl in, and I reckoned I was swimming with the angels. 5 years it's been since I last saw 'em, but guess what? They remember me. Here I was, trying to get up the guts to go over to 'em, and what do you know? They call me over, ask me how I'm doing. A pair of tender-hearted beauties like them, giving the time of day to a sun-baked scoundrel like me. Tell me them Mikote ain't heaven sent. Go on, lass. Go and bend their ears. It ain't every day you get to see charms like that up close and personal. Not on Pirate and Coin, any road. Do I have to talk to them? Welcome to Limsa Laminsa. If there's aught we can assist you with, feel free to ask. For instance, if you needed to be relieved from the attentions of a pair of recalcitrant pirates. You see, we might look all sweetness and light, but we're actually fully fledged yellow jackets. They're cops. We're stationed here in Bulwark Hall, not only to offer invaluable tourist information, but to keep an eye on certain undesirable elements who might disturb the peace in our fair city. Fibrous, the gentleman you were just speaking with, is a person of interest to our organisation and is under constant observation. Several times of late we've seen him lurking in the shadows, staring at us, waiting for his chance to strike. We generally deal with him simply by calling him over. A little informal interrogation rather tends to interfere with his nefarious schemes. Oh dear. You would do well to watch your back around him. Well. Back from your little chat, are you? I saw you making merry with those two temptresses. What in the seven hells were you laughing about? Tell me, lass, ain't I right? Ain't they the most perfect creatures you've ever set your eyes on? They're cops. Well, what? I'm under surveillance? You mean they weren't flirting with me? They were questioning me? You thought a pair of Mikote lovelies like them would pay heed to a grisly sight like you? Best stick to your own kind. There's plenty more bottom feeders in the sea. Shut your rotten bill, Joel. Aye, they might have misled me, but they did it for a damn good reason. That attentiveness, that sense of duty. There ain't no woman beats the Mikote twins. Ha! Listen to that. The pitiful quavering of a beached whale. You've been had, boy. Follow me down to Fisherman's Bottom, and I'll show you what beats a couple of double-dealer Mikote. Oh, how's this one going to go wrong? Fisherman's Guild. Alright, are you in love with Sissipu? The assistant, the acting guild master? The Fisherman Guild? There ain't no woman beats the twins, but that little Lalafell runs them bleeding close. Such presence, such dignity. Silly music begin. There you are, lass. Time to settle this little Barney once and for all. I give you Sissipu, a bleeding paragon of womankind. Back in me pirating days, the captain sent me to the markets here to fence our ill-gotten gains. Thing is, none of these crooked dealers would give me fair coin for the loot our boys had spilt their guts for. Well, me blood boiled over. Foaming at the mouth I was, and hurling oaths like the broadside of a galleon. That's when Sissipu stepped in. Men twice her size are cowering in fear, but she squares right up to me, a raging pirate in full cry. Don't be a baby, she says. Get a grip, she says. Fair shook me to the core, it did. If any scoundrel should even think about doing Sissipu down, I'll fetch him a punch up the bracket. Don't believe me? Go and see for yourself, lass. One moment with Sissipu, and you'll be a changed woman ever after. Do these guys think I'm gay or something? Not seen that. Don't be a baby, she says. Get a grip, she says. Fair shook me to the core, it did. Alright. Welcome back, Melchan. Caught any more marlins lately? What, Enselm sent you? What's that belligerent boy up to this time? Yeah, I did the Fisherman's Guild quests and I had to catch a big fish called a marlin. It was pretty cool. Huh. So he's got you choosing between me and those Mikote twins up in Bulwark Hall? The silly sod's always squabbling about something. You tell him from me that he's got the whole thing topsy-turvy. Much as I'm pleased to be put on a pedestal, there's no way of judging when it comes to matters of taste. After all, it's like they say, one man's marlin is another man's mudskipper. The world's like a ship. You've got your captain, your mates, your bosuns, your deckhands. Everyone's got their own talents, their own skills. You'll be a long time looking for a sailor who can run the whole boat on his own. she ain't half got some presents for a shrimp. The Mikote twins are my idea of angels, but Sisipoo's pretty heavenly herself. You did it, you lucky bugger! You talked with Sisipoo! So, how was it? Is your life changed forever? There's no way of judging? Everyone's got their own talents? Well, blow smoke up me arse and call me a kipper. If that ain't the most wisest thing I've heard in all my life. That settles it. Sisipoo beats them twins hands down. Alright, that's enough. Time for you to make up your mind, Arbiter. But not here. It ain't fair what with Sisipoo right there in your face. Let's move over to the docks. Then you can give us your verdict. This is what I've been waiting for. Time to wipe that smirk off Fibrous' face. Come on, let us know when you've made your decision. Do I actually have to choose, or... Grrr. It's finally time to put our squabble to bed. Prepare to eat your words, Anselm. My twins knock your fishwife into a cocked hat. Here it is then, the moment of truth. Come on, lass, put us out of our misery. Tell us, Arbiter, which one of us has the right of it? Is Sisipoo the best, or the Mikote twins? Nod. My character just nodded. Out of me way, Scrags, or you'll feel me jackboot on your scrawny necks. This ain't no place for idle chit-chat. Get down the market with the other gossiping fishwives. Captain Roswin! Well, if it ain't a pair of washed-up pirates. Listen here, boys. If anyone tells you to quit your drinking, and your wenching, and your brawling, give 'em a cuff from me, or I'll kill-haul you myself. Once a pirate, always a pirate. You build up your scores on deck, then settle them on shore. That's pirate justice. Don't stand around bickering. Let your fists do the talking. Oh dear. My gods, what a woman! Like a gulp of grog to a shipwrecked sailor she is. All this time I've been pining after them twins. I took me eyes off the real treasure. Aye, Sisipoo's many things, but she sure as hell's ain't a hard-drinking, hard-fighting pirate captain. Follow her to the bottom of the ocean, I would. I'm sorry to intrude on your little daydreams, but I really must advise you to come to your senses. Who is this now? Carvelan. The only thing a boorish harridan like her would give you is a nice collection of lumps to decorate those thick skulls of yours. Captain Carvelan? What in the seven hells? Roswin, and now Carvelan. It's like a captain's convention round here. Oi, Carvelan, you stinking scrote. What are you saying about me? Nothing, my dear. Simply removing the scales from these poor fellows' eyes. Mark my words, gentlemen. An animal starved of affection grows desperate, and in its desperation, dangerous. Hey, who are you calling desperate? I could have any man I want. The fools are queuing up from here to Thanalan to try their luck with me, and not one of them's fit to lick me boots. So that's how it is. I should have known a goddess like her wouldn't look twice at a second-rate deck scrubber like me. Not when there's a living legend like Captain Carvelan around. Now, my good man. I think we have a most grievous understanding. Ah, I'm as green as a goblin. What I wouldn't give to be a pirate king, off to a secret rendezvous with me Corsair queen. Like something out of a fairy tale it is. A rendezvous? Have you lost your mind, man? I do believe I've wasted quite enough time with you imbeciles. I have important business to attend to. Sure. Huh. I thought I'd finally found the woman of me dreams, but all I got was a rude awakening. Maybe you're right, Anselm. Maybe I'm better off sticking to my own kind. Aye. When you got competition like that, you don't stand a chance. Sister Pooh's right. There ain't no point chasing after the perfect woman. I reckon I'll take another crack at me ale wench. It ain't so bad waking up with a pile of puke if you've had a good night out. Your ale wench? You beef-witted barnacle? That wench is mine. Let's take a leaf out of Captain Roswin's book and settle this with our fists. Or you could just kiss already. Once a pirate, always a pirate. Thanks for all your help, lass. It's high time we were heading back to Candlekeep Quay. Come down if you ever want to see pirate justice in action. Until then, fair winds to you, and Godspeed. We are the arty pirates. We sail the stormy seas. Didn't see the rest of that. Well, that's sorted, I guess. Level 15. With bird muck on our shoulders and woodworm on our knees. Ugh. Charming fellows. Oh my gosh. Candlekeep Quay. Can we actually go there and see them? That was over at... Wait, where was Candlekeep Quay? Down here? Yeah, down here. Let's see if we can actually see them there. Ew. Any drunk pirates around here? Don't think they're around. Whoosh. Alright, that was pretty fun. Let's go see what the next one's gonna be, and then I think we'll call it. I was expecting to be able to finish these today, but it's quite long. So that was the end of the 2.4 post-Moogle stuff. Then there's 2.45 next. And 2.5 and 2.51 and 2.55. Each of those is 3 or 2 quests. And let's go see what's up next time. Here I thought this was going to be a very short little thing. It's fun though, I'm glad we're checking it out. Oh, yeah, all 3 of them, eh? Well, let's see what they're about. The past is a story we never tell. Letters are the most eloquent in what they do not say, and the tale behind this wordless missive could fill many a parchment scroll. Well, actually, let's pick it up next time so that we get the start of the story. Lone survivor. Oh, this is the guy who lives over at over near Wineport. Guildmaster, Prelate, and Plot. That's the Thaumaturgist Guild. Alright, well, we shall do that next time. And I'll see if there's anyone I want to raid. Oh, I can send you to Creative Mrs. D. She's doing some art. Once the Twitch ads go away, I can see what she's drawing. She's a really good artist, though. So I'll send you all over there. And we'll see if we can finish this questline next time. Creative Mrs. D. And thank you all for watching. See ya!